Hi, I'm Bren, and welcome to my channel. I am a Canadian podcaster with a passion to form connections with individuals from all walks of life. On my show Connections, I explore the world through my guests' unique perspectives while gathering an insightful understanding of how they interact and perceive life.
That is a really good question.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a really good question.
That's a great question.
I ask questions that focus on uncovering stories of humble beginnings,
But I was like 13th place out of like 300 kids.
triumphant successes,
I used to swim for the Junior Australian Olympic trial team.
motivations,
I just built up that confidence in myself to say, you know what, fuck it, I don't care.
inspirations,
She was just always, I just always love her.
struggles,
The main thing that got me to where I am today is the bullying that I experienced.
and realizations.
Sometimes you cannot get closure.
My goal is to continue making connections to spark meaningful discussions, and I hope you will join me. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you? How's everybody? I hope everybody is doing well. I really hope you all are. This
Look at all that
I'm just
love.
a ball of anxious right now.
That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna start this off. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna loosen up, and we're gonna play a game right off the bat. We're gonna play a game right off the bat. It's called Quick Questions. Maybe you've never been here. Maybe you've never seen what we do. So don't worry. I'm gonna explain it. I would like everyone's beautiful eyes to direct them to the screen as I play the intro here as well. Thank you, Wolf. Yes. So this is how you play Quick Questions. It's a game we play here. It's quite simple. It's quite simple. We're not gonna stress you out right off the bat, or at least try to. I mean, maybe we will. That's fine. We're gonna try to calm the nerves here a little bit. And the rules to Quick Questions are quite simple. 1, there's 10 questions. Number 2 is that the guest, are gonna have 60 seconds to answer every question. And number 3 is that the chat's going to get to gamble some channel points to see if you, the guest, will beat the clock.
All right.
So, we are going to start up a prediction. Wolf, if you can help me with that. A prediction of whether or not you think the wonderful Bolo is going to make the 1 minute timer or not. So,
Hopefully I do. Hopefully.
I will say, chat, no extra pressure to you, Bolo. The last couple guests have struggled with it. Even I have struggled with this. So there's not, I don't want to put too much pressure on you.
Yep.
But we're gonna have a prediction going up here. If we can get it all set up here. I know Wolf. I can hear Wolf just the cat typer things here, trying to get it all set up here.
Yep.
This is a new thing to our show, so we are trying to get this redemption thing here. So, chat, pause champ again, please, as we wait for the prediction to pop up here. Yes, everyone's like, how to Bolo? Look at that. Hello, father.
Hi, everyone. Big breaths.
Wolf, how we doing? Is it okay? We falling apart? Or we had a full-blown meltdown? Are all the above?
Same.
For how long? 1 to 2 minutes would be perfect. So we're gonna pop this thing in just 1 second here, and then I'm gonna kind of do it. Look at that big, bloody, beautiful smell, Colo. I agree. Look at that wonderful smell. That's the smell that went over my heart, Colo.
I absolutely love the fact that cold bolognese is now Colo, though.
Colo, yes.
That's my favorite. Yeah. I was like, boom, that's a name right there.
Everyone stick here for long enough, you get yourself a nickname. Right, Ty? Right, Rachel?
Thank you, Ty.
And by the way, chat, if there's anyone in chat that maybe is, I'm all ready. You run it, Wolf. You run it. Have fun with it. He's so beautiful and never accepted love. Please tell him he's beautiful. Sounds good. You're beautiful, Bolo. So, chat, there's a predict in the thing right now. At the very top here, it's going to be predict will make it in time or will not make it in time. So yes or no. Please predict in chat there. You can win some money. Oh my goodness, someone's like, no. By the way, I just realized Flem was in chat. Hi, Flem. I forgot to say hi. I'm so sorry, Flem. I think the red in the chat with all the names here made me skip it. I'm so sorry. I love you, Flem. That's my favorite name. Flem. I hope you're still here lurking. Flem, what's it, gambled about, I think, like 10K or something, or like something insane the other day, and ended up losing, and it was rough. It was really rough to watch. It was very sad.
No, that would be
However,
rough. It would be.
there's confidence in you right now. There's over 1,000 channel points towards you making it in time, so that's good. Made a profit though.
I won't
Yeah,
let you down.
exactly.
I won't let you down.
Exactly. So
Those that stuck by me. Let's do this.
let's hope we can make some people some money. I mean, hey, there's either way, people are making some money here.
Yep.
That is all done. The prediction is up and done. So Bolo, how this is going to work, I'm going to ask you 10 questions. We're going to go one by one. Don't feel like you have to tell a story, because I will ask you after to explain after we're done the 1 minute.
Alright.
Your thing is to get through them as fast as possible.
Okay.
Are you
Let's
ready?
just get that hydrate. Yep.
Sounds good. Yeah. You hydrate up.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna lubricate the hole.
Absolutely lost it when I heard that.
Chat, if you are ready, I need you to spam that love. If you're ready to harass Bolo after every answer, I need you to please spam that love in chat. Yeah, exactly. Natman, exactly. Thank you. Rachel's ready. Natman's ready.
Oh, thank you,
Wolf's
all of
ready.
you.
Exactly. Perfect. Awesome. All right. Colo's ready. Awesome. Lovely. We love to see it. Thank you so much. Everyone is ready. Buckled in. The seatbelts are tight. Perfect. Ready.
That's it.
Beautiful. Everyone's ready. Alrighty. When I click the timer, we will start, and I will start the first question. We are starting right about I gotta do it to fuck with people. I gotta do it. Okay, for real this time though. All right. Alrighty. Starting now. What is your favorite word?
Extravaganza.
What is your favorite food?
Pasta.
What is your favorite drink?
Frappe.
What is your favorite number?
25.
What is your favorite movie?
Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
What is your favorite memory?
Playing Halo with my dad.
What is your favorite vacation you've ever taken?
Gold Coast.
What is your favorite animal?
Seal.
What is your favorite family tradition?
Eating dinner at the table.
Favorite gift you've ever received?
Love.
Oh, I like that one. Well, you finished it. You finished it with 12 seconds. I think that might be some sort of record, actually. That was wow. By the way, I was gonna say, and maybe I'll wait this for a little bit after, but I would say is your favorite family tradition was dinner at the table. It's supposed to be specific, not anywhere else. At the table. like do you often eat on the floor?
No, so it's like I mean, do you want me to go into depth about it now, or do we go through all of them?
How we'll go through it first. That was wonderful. You did amazing. You did amazing there. Clappers in chat. People claps in chat. Let's go from the very bottom and start all the way up. You said your favorite word was extravagant? Extravagant?
Extravaganza.
Extravaganza. Okay, why extravaganza?
I don't know. It's like whenever you want to celebrate something, it's like, you chuck in the word extravaganza, and it makes it sound so much better. It's like, it's not just going to be, a great birthday party or something like that. It's going to be, let's have an extravaganza. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. It's just one of those really, really nice words. It rolls off the tongue, and it gets people all hyped up, ready to go.
Makes everyone feel extravagant. You're right.
Yes.
Welcome in, Tab Normal. You came at the perfect time. Welcome in.
I am normal.
Thank you so much for the follow. You're helping us get a little bit closer to 1K before March 9th, which is our 1 year anniversary. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. You said your favorite food was pasta.
Yep. I should have been.
I should have known, but no, it's okay. You can answer however you want, as long as they're like a reasonable answer, which it is. And so, what kind of pasta do you want to get more specific in it? Elaborate.
Yep. So the favorite one would have to be spaghetti bolognese, because it's like that's just something that my mum's cooked for me for so long, and it's like, spaghetti bolognese. You twirl it with the fork, snap the pasta as well beforehand. That really divides a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. We'll get to those kind of questions. Don't you worry.
Okay. That it's just nice comfort food, pretty much. If you ever have like a bad day at school back in the day or at work, come home and mum's got spaghetti bolognese ready to go, and it's just one of those foods where it's like it just makes you feel nice. Yes, exactly. Chef's kiss.
Exactly.
That's it.
See, I don't know. I would say as far as like pastas, I definitely like spaghetti. We just call it spaghetti. We don't add the bolognese on the back of it, but that's okay.
No worries.
I would say is tortellini I had the other day. I hadn't had tortellini in a long time. That shit's fire. That's
it is.
fire.
I had that yesterday.
Did you? Wow. You really are connoisseur.
Yeah.
By the way, chat, because I see that you said that you said snapping it or just putting it in like just normally for the spaghetti. Chat, 1 if you break the spaghetti, 2 if you do not break the spaghetti. I'm interested to know what you guys do. That's very interesting to me. Don't snap the pasta, I see in chat, but I want to know who's on snap the pasta, who's on team don't touch the fucking pasta. I was taught to snap it, never did the other way. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, same here. I was taught to snap it. Yep.
Interesting. Don't touch the fucking pasta. Yeah, exactly. two. No one's touching the pasta. Oh my goodness, except for Wolf. All right.
No,
wow, a lot of
thank you for
dudes
sticking by me.
Yeah, exactly. Wolf is like, I got you, friend. What's it called? You're gonna cook the germs on your hand. Oh my goodness. See, that's the thing is like I remember seeing this TikTok and this was like a while back, and it was like a husband and wife, and the wife was not Italian, the husband was, and the wife snapped it in front of the husband. She goes, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was great.
It's like activate red eyes. The whole.
Oh, I know. He's like I remember saying something like, "They're gonna take my Italian card away from me." Like it was like all these things.
Yep.
Twist and let go. What is wrong with you? Yeah, really.
Yeah, but it's like, nah. See, because Sleepy mentioned, you get the germs on your hands, but it's in boiling water. Now, wouldn't that just kill the germs? But just have clean hands as well.
I mean,
clean
true.
Hands.
You should probably wash your hands before you make any type of food, to be honest. But I mean, true. All right, that's fair. That's a good one. That's okay. You said your favorite drink is a frappe, and you giggled after, like you were regretting it. Do you want to change it?
No, I mean, I like a frappe. I mean, it's either a frappe or iced coffee. That's just right there. But I mean, it was like, yeah, frappe. Frappe from Macca's. Do the Macca's run at like, midnight? Get a frappe unless the ice cream machine's broken, in which case you just have to like...
Wait, your frappes have ice cream in there?
I mean, I have no idea. I've asked for a frappe before and they said the ice cream machine's broken. I was like, well, okay.
I never knew that. Interesting.
Yep.
As far as I know, here it's just ice. Interesting.
No, well, I don't know. Unless they're stitching me up, pulling my leg sort of thing.
They're like, no, we just don't want to make it for you.
Yeah, that's it. We don't fatten off.
Yeah,
definitely a frappe.
Okay. You said your favorite number was the number 25. Does that relate to a date, a sports number? Where does that come from?
That's literally just the day that I was born, the 25th of August. So the 25th has just always been the go-to number. And then it's like, it relates to Christmas, and Christmas is such a lovely time because you get to spend time with friends, family. So it doubles up.
That is going okay. I like that. That.
Yeah.
The favorite movie you said was Transformers. You said, I can't remember which Transformers movie you said, but you said Transformers.
It was the second one, Revenge of the Fallen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just my go-to movie. It's like I watched that with my dad in gold class. So that one really hits, and it was just such a good movie, action everywhere until Optimus dies. Spoilers, I'm really sorry. But then he comes back, and then, that's it.
Wow, it wasn't even a spoiler before. Just like drops it, then goes, oh yeah, right, spoiler. Okay. I was kidding. I mean, isn't that movie's been around for a minute now?
2009, I
yeah,
think.
Exactly. It's been around for long enough.
Yep.
Favorite memory you said was playing Halo with your dad. Do you want to explain? That's a core memory. I like that. Let's go into that more.
This is definitely a core memory. So, my dad is what got me into playing video games because he loved them and always got my brother and I into them. And Halo was one of those. And in Halo, there was a really big vehicle called the Elephant, slow moving, piss weak, and.
Sorry, we got a raid. Sorry.
Oh, we did?
Oh my goodness. Hello, Franti and friends. Oh my goodness. This is a Franti raid. Oh my goodness. That's what I just said. That's so weird. You guys' raid messages. It's what I just said.
Raiders.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Oh, it's Distant. Hi, Distant. Oh my goodness. Hi, Franti. How are you? You wonderful human, you. Hello, Rogue Rose. What's up? Good to see you. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Franti, for trusting me. That's you would see how sus this stream is yet. Hello, Hans and Philip. Oh.
Sus.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. This is hot Bolo. There's also cold Bolo, but we call him Colo now.
Yeah, I like that.
If you're coming from here and if you haven't met Franti yet, Franti is a friend of ours that comes to the stream a lot. Franti is wonderful. Let me just put it out there. Franti is amazing. A really cute streamer, a really cute person, really amazing friend, just awesome, just lovely. Can we get a shout out, please? For we already got it. Well, if you're so fast, can we just do another one though? Another one for Franti because of how awesome Franti is and how much I love them. Thank you. You're playing Minecraft. How was the Minecraft stream? Love to hear it. Polo, where's my nuggets? Yeah, really. If you haven't already, go follow Franti. I'm telling you.
I dropped a follow for you, Die Franti.
Look,
Yeah.
great idea. You've invested at the right time.
Got to support.
What's going on? So you're saying, sorry, I cut you off though, but you said Halo
No, that's all right.
was the core memory. You said with your dad. You said.
Yeah, well, it's a really slow vehicle. It's called the Elephant, and it's only seen on one map. And the reason why it's a core memory is because he was driving it, and he was like, I'm invincible, no one can kill me. And then straight up, I walked behind him and killed him, and he was like, well, there goes that idea. And it may not seem, I guess, the same, but that was just such a core memory because it was just the way he boasted about being so indestructible and invincible, and then straight up, it was like, nah. And no, that's always really stuck with my brother and I, and that's definitely one of those core memories is playing Halo.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good game.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Franti, that is okay. I'm gonna do a raid and run, though it's late. We're chilling before bed, so it's made. Franti, thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. That's okay. Go get some sleep. I'm sure you've been on stream for a long time, so that's okay. No worries at all. Go get some sleep. Go get something to drink before you go to sleep, though. Hydrate yourself.
Glass of water or warm milk.
True.
God.
True. I mean, unless you have lactose, then maybe just water. But some sort of hydration that is very likely probably good for you. Like water would be a great idea. Thank you so much, Franti, again, and welcome in, Raiders. I hope you will give me your time for a little bit longer, if you will, even though the wonderful Franti has left us or lurked us, I should say, not left us. Okay. You said your favorite vacation you ever taken was Gold Coast. So
Yep.
what happened in Gold Coast? Who went? And what made it so special to you?
Literally just Gold Coast with the family. Yeah. Obviously a lot of the memories that I hold with my dad because he's not here anymore. So all of those are the ones that I really, really love. So he took us to the Gold Coast, really went all out on it, got a limousine from the hotel to the, from the airport to the hotel. Just, he splurged a bit. And it was just one of those really nice ones, went to all the theme parks. And honestly, it was just such a nice time just doing that. Did a bunch of holidays, it was the Gold Coast. Later on, we went on a cruise, but the Gold Coast was a really special one. Yeah, it was, just memories like that, holidays, times you just spent with the family. You just hold on to those and it really just reminds you. So every time I go there, it's just something, every time I drive past that same hotel, which is the Q1, I believe it was, it's just, yeah, it's I was there with my dad, just, the trip down memory lane and yeah, a lot of stuff like that.
Wonderful. I'm glad you can have those good positive memories and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
those
was
things
a
you can
lot.
look back to, whether it's like Halo or the trips to
Yeah.
Gold Coast and stuff like that. And I'm so
Yeah.
sorry to hear about your dad, by the way.
No, thank you.
I'm very sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely hard losing any
It
sort
is.
of family member, but even more so when
Yeah.
it's something as close as your dad. And it sounds like you and your
Yeah.
dad had quite the connection too.
Oh, we did.
As well. And love to hear more stories about you and him and kind of the good memories you guys had and stuff like that. I'm excited to hear about that today.
Of course.
You said your favorite animal was seal, and then you laughed at yourself about it. So, do you want
Yeah.
to elaborate why you laughed and why seals?
Well, see, seals, they're just they're so huge and squishy. I haven't squished one, just want to point that out. But you just look at them and they're so bloop, round. You see the pictures of them on the internet, they're just laying there. And it's I don't know, it's just so cute. I would have said a cat, but no, I like seals a lot. They have to be my favorite. Seals, and then next up would be a dugong, the elephant seal, because they've got the really long nose that just, eats the lettuce. Yeah. But yeah, seals. I like seals a lot. I've been to the beach. You just see them sitting on a rock, and it's like that's a mood. That's a vibe, and I quite like that a lot.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That is a whole mood. Yeah, no, seals are definitely a
Yeah.
whole mood. Just
Yeah.
chilling out and having fun always, you can tell.
That's it. No,
Um,
not sea puppies.
sea puppies. I mean, they kind of are. They're
They are really
adorable. They're
cute.
cute. You want to like,
They are.
and
Yeah,
then
you just want to hold them, but you can't because they'll bite your face off. And
yeah,
nah, you
yeah,
can't.
they fuck you up pretty good if you get too close. They will do that.
Yeah.
Favorite family tradition. This is the one that I was
Yep.
giving you shit for already. You
Yeah,
said was
yeah.
was just spending time with your family at dinner at the table. You said, but I think
Yeah.
that might have came from a little bit of anxiety of trying to speed through
Yeah.
all these.
Yeah.
What is the what kind of comes from that? And that's I think that is a great memory. As much as I'm bugging you, is
Yeah.
like what makes that kind of that memory that special kind of family tradition.
Well, I mean, my family and I, we don't really like have things that we just all do together, like a tradition that it's like, we do this, like, whether it's, Christmas light hunting, stuff like that. I don't know what other traditions you have, like maybe every Sunday, you all get together. But the only thing that I can say that's really stuck is every single night for dinner, no matter what it is, we'll eat dinner at the table. That's always been a thing we've always done. It's never like someone's on the couch, someone's in their room or around the house. It's always when it's dinner, we sit at the table and no phones as well. Otherwise the mum would and but yeah, that's really it. It's always been
She makes those
dinner at
sound
the
effects
table,
crazy.
just- yeah.
Okay, I'm kidding,
And
I'm
then
kidding.
just spend time with each other. That's really it. Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And I think it's definitely something. Can I join your family? Rachel, me and you
can,
both.
of course. Sleepy, come on, let's go.
Dinner at Bolo's.
Yeah, that's it. All of you are invited.
Exactly. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Let's go. I got a safe. I'll take your phone. Yeah, exactly. No, I think it's exactly. I think that's something that like some people take for granted at first, and then when you realize
Yeah.
that like how awesome it is, and I mean, it definitely was weird moving out and not kind of having those like
Yeah.
dinners that my mom would host, and Mama Lisa and
Yeah, I
Chad I know
understand.
is it definitely changed a little bit. Like, and I think it's as I was happy with certain things like that, like in being able to move out and then my freedom. But
Yep.
also another side is it also is sad when you get to leave. I'll be there for dinner. I know you will, Mom. I know.
Oh,
Look
it's
how-
beautiful. Love that.
but they're also on the flip side of it too, is you also got to realize that like there's both sides where like obviously I'm happy, but I also do miss those things, sort of thing where I can spend time with
Yeah.
my family. And I mean, at least I'm very fortunate to be able to not be far from both my family members, my mom or my dad, and I can always go. I'm always welcome to go to dinner with them at any time, which is of
Oh,
course super
beautiful.
awesome. So
Yeah.
definitely can always go back. Come over maybe any day. I know, Mom. I know. You've invited me and I've turned down probably more than anything. So no, I get it. But yeah. So that is, and then sorry, your last one, which is the wholesome one, the one that I'm actually most excited for. You said your favorite gift you've ever received was love.
Yes.
I'm interested in that. How so, and who
Uh,
from, or is it from multiple people?
It's just in general, like, I mean, I'd probably say the most love that I've probably ever like seen and received, aside from like family and close friends, is everybody, from streams as well. Like you just the love and the kindness that people give you, it's amazing and it's really beautiful. It's like, I don't know if it's typical, but like in school, I didn't like. It's not that I didn't get it. It's just you don't really see it as much, or at least I didn't. And then when I started streaming, I was like really, really scared and everything like that, like jumping into this whole new world, putting myself out there, and then the amount of love that I've received from all of you, which is like Sleepy, Perfect, Nat, Death, just everybody here, Abnormal. It's incredible because it's like, just it makes you feel like, you matter and that you're more than just someone. You're a person that means a lot to people. And thank you all. Yeah,
Aw.
that's it.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
And that's true. Like I think I definitely something I can relate to is
Yeah.
March of 20, or actually let's go back February. Let's go February. This date a year ago, I feeling very lonely, not having a lot of
Yeah.
what I felt friends in the middle of a global pandemic, and not feeling like I was able to really kind of connect with anyone. My friends, I mean, the friends that were in gaming, I connected with a little bit, but I was starting to burn out on gaming a little bit. And what I was doing is spending a lot of time in Twitch chats and making friends with that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I started asking these questions and things like that, and kind of going from there. And then
Yeah.
from there, I started meeting people and getting to like meet people. And now, over a year later, I've been able to interview almost over 50 creators, and I have had the time of my life getting to meet all these amazing people. And that's really cool to me. Like, it's really amazing that I get to do this. And I've made so many new friends, and continue to, and maybe I've gotten closer with friends, like old friends,
Yeah.
stuff like that, and like things like that. And like, that's really cool to me, because I've gotten better at not just, I mean, getting to know people in a sense, but I've also gotten better at fucking listening, because I really sucked at that for a long time. And I'm
Yeah.
still working on it. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm the best at it yet, but
Yeah.
um,
No,
it's
I
getting
get
to
that.
listen, and I think there's a lot of times where, especially for me, is that we talk to hear what we have to say, and kind of to respond more than anything. But when I've been able in the times that I've been able to kind of turn that off and turn it to the point where I just listen, has been something that's really cool to me, and
Yeah.
get kind of take in some more things, which is really amazing. So um
Yeah. No, it is really nice.
it is. So this is the part where I have some questions for you.
Oh,
What's it
it's
called?
over.
And that first question is,
Yep.
what made you want to become what?
Yep.
Why did I say that? Why? What? No, that's not the saying at all. I don't even know why I said that. I say this every stream, and I somehow butcher this
Yep.
up.
No,
What
it's
made you
fine.
want to begin streaming is what I was looking to ask, and I don't know
Yeah.
how I butchered that 3 times over, but
Yeah. No, it's alright. I'm a butcher as well. But getting to the question, no, it's something I've wanted to do for a while. Like, what is it? I used to watch YouTube videos all the time. And they'd be like, "Hey, I stream on Twitch." Like, I'd probably be, you see highlights video from Ninja and stuff like that. And it's like, I think this would be, something really, really nice to do. Like, I've always been interested in games, and it's like, now let's play games, but then interact with people, because I've always been, I always wanted to share the same interest that I have with other people, and just meet more people along the way. And I wanted to do it for a while, but unfortunately, I was held back from it, which sucked a lot. And after that ended up falling through, I was like, this is it. This is, a new start for me. And then I was like, let's build a computer and let's start streaming. And I can say that I will never ever forget it, because I've met so amazing people. It's like, here I am right now on this show, which I never thought I would be on as well. And yeah, it's been amazing just meeting everybody. It's incredible. It's an experience, and I'll always hold all of these people really close to my heart.
it really is. And I can definitely agree to that. Is like, this could all end tomorrow for me. Like, I could wake up tomorrow and no one cares anymore, and that, I
I still
mean,
care.
and what's good, what's good, and then that's okay. Like, I'm sure,
Yeah.
regardless, I still leave with 2 things.
Yeah.
One, the amazing memories that I made over the past year. That's
Yeah.
number 1 that I'll hold near and dear. And 2,
Of course.
is I'll leave with a couple friends. They might not
Yeah.
be interested in my content, but at least they'll be interested in me, which is even cooler
Yeah.
to me, if anything, which is really awesome. So, I'm thankful for that. Like, I
Yeah.
regardless of how this plays out, I still have 2 things that I've really pulled out from that, which is great.
You're
And
doing
so,
Yeah.
great, Bren.
thank you so
No,
much.
I can agree with you. I can agree with you.
I have another question here for you as well.
Yep.
We're about to hit a break here, by the way. So everyone who's ready to go to the washroom, get some food, don't worry, we're getting there. Just
No.
hold on, chat. We'll get there. Don't worry. What's it called? What is the TLDR version of your life? What is the too long didn't read from little Bolo, as the little tiny spaghetti he once was, to growing up into the stream that we now know and love as on Twitch TV/HotBolognese. Go follow that if you haven't already. What's it called? What is the kind of the stories in between that fill in that kind of space of growing up?
This is a really interesting question, and I'm honestly not sure if I know how to answer that. So do you want like the short but long, I guess, into depth version? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You can. It doesn't have to be
Well,
short. It doesn't have to be like too short. It can be
yeah.
as long or as short as you want. I just say TLDR.
Yeah.
Don't tell me like every single second of your life.
Yeah.
We'll be here forever.
No,
But
of
I mean,
course.
you could just give me like a summed up version of what you think are like important stories
Yeah.
in your life.
Well, God, that is a really, really good question. You've really bamboozled me with this.
Got him.
So it's like just growing up You know, I was always playing games and sharing memories with my family and my friends that I would do, and then it's slowly progressed to just meeting people on the game that you would play. So you know, you'd play a game, you'd have your voice chat open, have a good time with those people. Some of them you would stay in contact with, and some of them you wouldn't. And it's like, well, how about trying keeping all of those people together that you meet? It's not like you drop out and you never speak to them again, which has happened. And then it's like it leads me up to here. I feel like I'm butchering this question a lot. I feel like I am. But I've always just wanted to share memories with other people and moments. Um, wow.
The answer's your own. It's all good. There's
Yep.
no right answer for
Yep.
this. So
Yeah. No, it's just working my way up. It's like I've always been a bit of a rascal. Uh, and I just always try to have a smile throughout everything. And that's just led me up to where I am now. We're always trying to, you know, be positive, even when things are not always going to be positive in life. Just, you know, always just try to make other people smile. And I think that's sort of where I am now. Because making people smile, because a smile is how we express happiness, and a laugh is also how we do that. And just being able to, you know, make someone smile is really one of those important things. And that's pretty much where it ends up here. That's why I started this as HotBolognese, you know, one of those unique names that pretty much you don't always see. Profile pictures is me with a big meatball with some spaghetti on it. But yeah, that's definitely where it gets me here.
okay. Well, I think that's definitely a great come up story.
Yeah.
It definitely is. It's definitely a nice one. It's definitely a sweet
Yeah.
one as well. I'm getting told that something's unavailable here. That there's
Oh no.
some questions that aren't available. So give me 1 sec here. I'm just going to quickly make
Yeah,
sure.
that's okay.
Chat, can anyone test this for me? Can someone see if the ask questions to the guest is redeemable? Temporary unavailable. Check back for it soon. What the heck? I see it too.
Ah,
Hang on 1 sec. This chat, oh my goodness, or this what's it called? This stream is being goofing up today. We're gonna fix it though here right now, chat.
it's the worm.
We need like the Jeopardy do. It ain't. I tried to redeem it. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, chat. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna fix it right now because
All right.
I need you guys to be able to ask questions because I think it's worth it.
This is content. This is content though, right here.
Where is the channel points? There it is. Okay.
Yep.
Having to search everything. Okay, where is it here? Ask the guest a question. Why is it not working?
Oh no.
Per stream 2. What the heck? Why is it? What? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Is it working? Maybe I'll turn it off and... No, it's different. What? Oh, you know what? I've heard about this. Let's see. Let's turn it on and off again. Have we tried turning it on and off again? Let's see. Let's find out.
It's the easiest way to fix something.
Right? No. Interesting. I've heard. Hello from the... Exactly. Well, chat, you guys might be getting free questions here today.
Oh.
However, let's see. Is there any way... You know what we can do if this works? Can I highlight a message? Is highlight message working? Yeah, you know what? Instead of doing the guest questions, put who you want you ask it to. So if it's Bolo, just put Bolo and then put the thing and then your question, or put Bren and then a little like calling thing and then your question. if you have any questions for us, because I've heard that apparently there's some issues with Twitch recently with that. You have to use a highlighted message, though. That is the one thing, because I don't want to miss it, because sometimes I miss chat, and I will definitely look at the messages if they are highlighted. So keep that in mind. I'm sorry, it's not completely free today. You get a 50% discount when things aren't working. That's gonna bring out the Karen in some people. What's it called? Is it free then if it doesn't scan? However, Bolo, we have our first question from you coming from our lovely mod Wolf. You know what time it is, Bren? Yeah, exactly. It's TP question time.
Oh,
we told you that we'd have some questionable things here as well.
Yep.
Bolo, and the question that we have for you is kind of growing legs, and so I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to answer all of them. It's gonna get uncomfortable quick here. What's it called? The first one. Hello, Gub. Good to see you. The first one is toilet paper. Over or under?
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one, and it's always over. Always.
Okay.
Always.
All right. Good. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You break your pasta, but at least you put the toilet paper on the right way. Thank goodness.
When you go to the bathroom and it's under, it's like nah. Just immediately switch around, and if you can't, well, then it's just it's really upsetting. But nah, 100%. It's got to be over.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Good.
That's,
Okay. Good.
That's just
perfect. I'm assuming by your name you probably have cats. And I'm assuming you also probably put your toilet paper under because of said cats. Doesn't give you enough of an excuse, in my opinion. But you know what? It's okay. We still love you. You know what? I just hope the toilet paper is there. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I hope it's there and it's over. However, going on from that, when we're wiping, are we scrunching or are we folding?
odd. I'm scruncher. Yep.
Risky,
Yep.
risky, Bolo.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I can't just no, just tug it and.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, we're gonna get worse. We haven't even got that far. This is the third and final question. And this is the worst one. When we're wiping, Bolo, are we going front to back or back to front?
God.
You're like, I'm so glad to be on this podcast. You're like, fuck, what did I get myself into?
Yeah. God. It's. Wait, hang on a sec. Yeah. Front to back.
Okay. I
don't know.
No, that's good. That's a really good thing. That's probably a good thing. That's funny. That's too good. All right. Well, you passed. You got two for three, which is a passing grade. Passing grade.
What was the third one?
No,
What was the one? I got wrong?
The scrunch. The scrunch is a little bit too risky.
Yep.
Sometimes you just gotta fold just for the extra security. So don't worry. All right, we have a couple more questions here before we hit this break. After we finish these questions, we'll go to a break here. But we got a couple good ones here.
Yep.
Bolo, here we go for the third time.
Yep.
Do you twirl your pasta? And this comes from Rachel.
Yep. I do. I twirl my pasta. I can't use like a splade, the one that's like a little bit of a spoon in it. It's got to be standard fork, stab it, twirl, and then it's like you lift it up. And if you don't slurp your pasta, I'm sorry, but you're not eating pasta correctly. You've got to do that. You've got to slurp it.
Wait, so do you use a spoon or do you just use the plate? Or wherever you're using already?
Do I use the plate? No.
Okay.
Wait. Do I use a spoon or a plate?
Like you know how you fork it onto the spoon, then you spin it on the spoon, or do you just spin it on the plate?
No, just in and go. No spoon. Just
Okay.
That's it.
So you're all about that? Okay. All right, gotcha.
Well,
okay.
I mean, sometimes it doesn't do that. It depends how deep you go. It depends like how
I didn't say it, chat.
into the pasta.
If you got the sus emotes, you know. Oh my goodness. What's I gonna say? I mean, hey, that's fair enough. I mean, hey, you're probably better for the earth, so that's fair. That's fair. What else we got here? Got one. Oh my goodness, you guys have so many amazing questions. I love it. Tab says, Bolo, what is the scariest thing you would ever do? You would do. Interesting. You guys are stealing my questions, by the way.
I mean, I think I've already done it before and I didn't like it. I was terrified. It was the giant drop in the Gold Coast, huge tower, and it lifts you up, and then, there's like a really long pause, and then it drops you. And I've done that. I mean, I got pressured into that really by my mate. And that is probably as far as it would go. Yeah, it's because it's like you think that like maybe there's a technical difficulty or stuff like that, and then there's no warning, there's no countdown, there's nothing. You're just sitting there
Yeet.
for a prolonged period of time, and it's like, when's it going to happen? And I just sat up there, hands were so disgustingly sweaty, and I just kept my eyes closed the entire time. And that's probably as far as it would go. I don't think I'd ever do skydiving, and those ones that's like the giant slingshot where you sit in the cage and it flings you up, I could never do that. Nah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's
I
crazy.
think that's as far as it would go, yeah.
I will say, just going off of these, and that's an interesting memory too. I've been told that apparently that is the same feeling of going skydiving, which I don't know if that's true. That like that dropping feeling. I don't know if that's exactly true, but I mean it might be. But I always want to go skydiving, but I also am terrified of doing like anything like those little like drop rides. Not a fan. So yeah, no, I can definitely hear you on that one. I will say though, your chat has probably had the most interesting questions I think we've ever had as a chat before. So
yes,
let's go.
Go Bolos, let's go.
Good job, really good job. You guys got some amazing questions. Got another one from Natman.
Yep.
Natman asks, Bolo, what's your favorite streaming memory so far? It's a good question.
Oh God, it's difficult. It is. I mean, Hey Pikachu emote would be one of those, which is from you. It's difficult because there's honestly so many. Like I can't really pick a favorite above all of them. It would probably be just all of those moments when either they've been clipped or something. It's like just something happens and everyone's laughing or having a really good time, and those moments would have to be just favorites. It's like there's nothing out there that really sticks as one. Just sharing those moments, those memories with people that will stay forever. That's got to be, I guess, my favorite streaming memories. There's nothing that can really stand out aside from just all those times that we've spent together and making memories and friends that I really hope stick forever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's really wonderful.
Good question, Nat.
That is, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got some great questions.
Yeah.
Like they're not like oh, like how big are your toes? Like which, okay, now I know someone's gonna do it, but don't. Just save your points. Save it for something that's a better question. Let me just put it that way. Perfect has another good one as well. And maybe we'll get there. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. You're onto something here. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect asks, what's your most embarrassing story?
Oh, this one really sticks out. I mean, I've got two, and I don't know if I can choose between both of them.
Okay.
But I think the one that really stands out is I used to play baseball, and I was in the outfield, and this was before I used to wear glasses as well while playing baseball. And pretty much, I mean, it's got nothing to do with that. That's just really a sidestep. It's not like I got hit in the face with the ball, even though that has happened before. No, I was in the outfield and the ball came directly to me, and it wasn't like caught on the full, so it was like a roll to me, and I got it. And one of their players was running to home base, and because I was all the way in the outfield, I was like, "No, I can make this throw from the outfield to the catcher that's in the middle." And I went for it, and I threw it as hard as I could, and it pretty much just all the way out, like out into the outbounds, whatever it's called, the foul zone. And everybody just looked at me, and it was silent. And I just stood there as everybody looked at me, and people laughed. And because it was so far off target, and that's got to be my most embarrassing story, just standing there where everybody's looking at you and you're just like, I can't believe I butchered that. But then again, I'm used to it because I butcher everything and people's names, and it was really heartbreaking to just stand there. And then when the side switched over and I was in the cage, everybody's like, "The hell were you doing?" I was like, "I tried, and it didn't work."
When you try your best and you don't succeed. What's the other one?
at least I tried, but that's it. And the other one, you really want to hear the other one?
Of course, yeah, of course.
All right.
We're here for
All
you,
right.
Bolo.
All right, no worries.
Bolo's
I
like,
was
damn it,
playing
what did I sign
soccer.
up for?
It's always the sports stories. It's always the sports stories where my most embarrassing stories have happened. But soccer, it was pretty much I was a defender and we were defending in our goal, and pretty much ball came straight to me, and instead of me kicking it out, I kicked it at my goal, and let's just say it missed by like a bee's foot worth from the goal. And once again, everybody looked at me, just stood there and looked at me, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know." So I've almost scored an own goal, and this is one of those times when it's like, it's 1-1. You really don't want to concede because it's near the end of the game, and pretty much your own teammate is trying to concede against you. And yeah, that was another one. That was terrible. Everybody's talking about it for the next couple of weeks. Like, hey, just remember what side you're on, and it keeps piling up. And those have got to be my worst stories. Yeah, they really do.
That's crazy. I just realized too, my mic picked that up. My foot was like super sweaty. It's on my chair, and it sounded like I totally like just ripped ass. What's it called? But no, like, you definitely unlocked some memories from hockey
Yep.
that of like me playing and stuff like that.
Yep.
There's actually a very similar thing of like where you said you like shot at the thing.
Yep.
It's always the sports ones. Exactly, Rachel.
It is.
It was I was playing hockey, and I already
Yep.
had like a really bad like day leading into it. I had, like just was like struggling to like, I think I
Yep.
forgot like a piece of gear at home. I
Yep.
think my dad had to go get it. He was like already upset because he was like, I had to go back home and get it. So then before the game
Yep.
time, and then I went on the ice, and I ended I think one of the first like shifts I was on, I ended up like blocking a shot, but I turned as I blocked it, and I literally redirected it into the net. And I was so upset. Like I was so angry because I was like, I already had a bad thing. I was like having a bad shift,
Oh,
and then that happened. And
no.
I was like, I just want to quit. I don't want to do this. Nope, I don't want to do this.
Yep.
And so yeah,
Yep.
no, it's definitely a thing I can definitely relate to the stories like that.
Yep.
However, chat, some amazing questions. By the way, hi Ken's feet pigs. How big are your toes? JK unless. The first thing feet pig says coming in here. That's hilarious.
No, I like that. I like that.
So I will say, chat is great questions. Give yourself a pat on the back if you ask one of those questions, or if maybe you're thinking of one you're saving for later. That's okay too. That's totally fine. You can ask them throughout any time in the show. However, when we get into the deeper stuff, sometimes I will skip some just because I don't want to lead us off the path that we are already on. However, we're gonna take a quick little break. We're gonna take about like a 5-minute break, and just enough time for, if you haven't already, for you to go follow Bolo on his channel. What's it called? That like that amount of time. Like we have all the things here. Exactly. Thank you, Wolf. All those there. Gives you enough time to click all those links, those 4 wonderful links, and go and follow. Go and get in the Discord. Go and I follow. I was gonna say I thought there was a YouTube link in there, but I can't find one there. It's just follows, no subscriptions, unless you want to subscribe, which you're more than welcome to subscribe. I think it'd be a great idea. However, when we get back, we're gonna play this little game called Two Truths and a Lie. I'm gonna explain and explain why you guys want to save that pick me for later. So don't go anywhere. Go get some. Maybe go get a drink of water. Go to the washroom, bathroom. I've been yelled at before for calling it a washroom, but a bathroom.
Yep.
What's it called? Break. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Chat, we'll see you in a second. Enjoy these reels too that we have if you decide to stick around here as well. We'll see you guys in just a sec. Enjoy.
Yep.
And that kicked me in the ass. And when I lost her, I couldn't stop crying. Even now, I hate crying. But she was an amazing person. Like, she would give me change to go and help with her shopping. She would tell me all these stories of the war in London and stuff when she got evacuated. Like, you could sit down and have a conversation with her for days on end. She was such a beautiful person.
What is a lesson in life that you had to find out the hard way?
One of my first kind of really serious online relationships. We spent a lot of time together, very condensed. Due to their home life, they had to take an abrupt exit from everything online. First it was like maybe every other day, which was like, that's a little weird. And then it became 3 days, 4 days, a week at a time. And I just had to sit with that giant question mark. And I got basically a 1 message heads up after not hearing from them about why things could not continue. And it was just a lot of external forces that caused some issues. All their social media has vanished. They're gone. And I haven't heard from them since. And sometimes you cannot get closure. Sometimes you just have to move on without knowing the answer.
If you could ask a single person one question and they had to answer truthfully, who would you ask and what would you ask? And they could be dead or alive.
I think I would ask my dad if he wanted to be around more.
I feel like I wanted him around, but I never knew how to ask. I always kind of wondered that. And clearly being almost 30, it still kind of eats at me. But I do think about that a lot. I always wonder if he wanted to be around more and he just maybe didn't know how to, or like what was it there that happened? Because I think not only me, but I think my sisters needed him too. I think we needed him and he wasn't there, and I never understood why. And I don't even know, maybe he would say I don't know. And that's okay, but I think there would be some sort of answer that I could say, okay, I can accept this.
If you wrote a book about your life up to now, what would the final line say?
I think it would end with something along the lines of, and she was happy. I think the ultimate goal of life is to achieve happiness. I hope happiness for every single person. That is the ultimate goal. It just perfectly summarizes it. You just want to be happy in life. I don't have to be big and famous and be filthy rich. I just want to be happy. That's all I want. It's very simple, but I just want to be happy.
What is the best advice that you have ever received?
It was to prioritize myself. I was always worried about my friends, and eventually that took a toll on me. My therapist was like, you have to focus on yourself. At the end of the day, you can't help everyone as much as you want to, and you can't please everyone. So focus on yourself, really understand how you're feeling, and set your boundaries. You have to prioritize your well-being.
What is the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
You're the only person that can take care of yourself. Ultimately, you can ask others for help, and often you can get help, and that's wonderful. But when it comes down to it, you're brushing your own teeth every day, you're putting pants, you're the one taking care of yourself, you have to. If I want things to get done, I have to be the person looking for change.
What life-changing event have you experienced?
So I was with this person for just under 3 years, I think. But in that time, I basically completely isolated myself from my family, my friends. I was just like a typical, like very insecure teenager. I moved out just to be closer to this person. And this was a kind of like very controlling environment. Like they decided what I dressed, what I said. I couldn't swear because it wasn't ladylike. I couldn't buy protein powder because it would make me bulky. Developed an eating disorder. Didn't go to college for this person. It was a very, very controlling environment, and I moved in with this person when I was 18. And that was where I actually realized what kind of situation I was in. I think the worst part about it was because I had isolated myself so much, there are people that I lost because I didn't go spend time with them when I could. I was only allowed to be around that person, and that's it. You know, I lost my grandmother, and I lost someone who was basically a father to me during that time. And I think that's actually one of the things that created a turning point for me, was when I lost that person and the person that I was with told me that I just had to get over it. And I think mental abuse is something that's not talked about enough. I want people to know because I want people to be able to learn. If there is somebody in your life that is telling you how to dress and how to act and who to talk to and who to be around, that person is toxic and is not worth a moment of your time.
Hi, chat. We're back. We're
Hello.
back. First off, I want to say, chat is. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make anyone cry. That wasn't what I was meaning to do here. I know they're very like deep things. There's some friends that we've had on here as well in the past. There's some amazing people in there. I didn't watch all the ones that were in there, but I know I saw that there was Haley's one. I saw that there was B's one. I think I saw Monkey's one at the very beginning too. There's a lot of amazing creators in there. We have some amazing creators. Those are all from episodes of the past. Some very, very deep. Whoa, your camera just went all wonky there for a second. What's happening? There we go. We're back. We're back.
all right, I'm back. Welcome.
Let's go. But there is definitely a couple in there that are very deep. If you want to go see any more of those, go follow me on Instagram, !reels. We just posted one that's not even on that one yet, with Sweet Mango, that was posted this past week. Yeah, go check them out. They always get posted on Instagram. I'm probably gonna start posting them on YouTube just to kind of put some more shorts out there because I think they're good stuff. And yeah, if you want to go watch the full versions of them, they're on YouTube as well. So, and I'm sorry I made you cry. That wasn't the point. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to make you crying at 2:33 a.m. there. Perfect. I'm sorry.
Sending hugs.
Really, exactly. Sending hugs, sending love, all those good stuff, all those good things. However, we're going to have some fun here. We're going to play, and I'm sorry, Rachel. I'm sorry. It wasn't me trying to make you cry either. Or anyone for that matter. We're going to play a game called Two Truths and a Lie. And maybe you're like, what does that have to do with streaming? Well, I'm going to tell you right here. This intro, I will preface before we even started, is a little outdated. And it's because I've gone through some life changes in the past month that I'm having to change things. However, we have a plan now, an exciting one, and I'll explain it just after we watch the intro. So this is the intro for Two Truths and a Lie. And you're like, maybe you're the first time here and you've never been here before, like our lovely friend Rachel. You're like, well, how does Two Truths One Lie work? Well, Two Truths One Lie is quite simple. The guest provides 3 statements about themselves. 2 are fact and 1 is a lie. Second is that the viewers are going to be able to guess the false statement by voting in a poll. If the viewers are correct, one of the viewers will get a prize. However, we're going to double up because if Ben gets the correct false statement, one of the viewers will become a VIP on this channel. So what we're going to do is we're going to double that up. If chat gets a right one, and if I get a right one, we're both going to have 2 VIP. We're going to have another VIP. So that's how we're going to do it.
Oh, here we go.
So that's what we're going to do instead. However, what's coming in the future instead, what's new in the future is going to be that we are going to do a giveaway. And I've already decided what the first one's going to be in March. It may or may not be one of the equipment items that you see around here that I already use in my stream. Can be used for anyone. So it's going to be a quite expensive first thing. But what we used to do is we used to do a $10 gift card every single stream, but I don't have the means to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a monthly one. We'll stream the whole thing. We're going to have some fun. But what we're going to do is we're going to do some entries into those every single time we get the correct one. And so that's how it's going to be. So, I haven't figured out the exact little details of that, but that'll be coming probably in March. So stick around if you're interested in finding out how you can win some bigger items and stuff like that. And today for today's stream, you can win VIP. So stick around for that. Alrighty. Bolo, are you ready?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Go.
I'm gonna give the floor to you here, and I'm gonna write down. Chat, get your thinking caps on, get those tinfoil caps on as we listen to Bolo. See the laugh there. You're like, oh my goodness, you thought of a name there. I'm not going to make you call it out, but you thought of a name of someone who wears a tinfoil hat. What's it called? However, I'm going to write them down here as you go there. So don't speed run me on this here. Go one at a time. And tell me your 3 statements in no particular order. And then we're going to give these guys some times to do that. Host it. Thank you so much, Rachel, for the host as well. Appreciate that. You hosted. Why didn't I get the notification? What the fuck? What the fuck?
I don't get the notifications either, and it's dumb.
They should.
Dumb.
What the heck?
Yeah,
it's set up.
Because some people do, and I don't, even though I've got it set up where it works.
What the heck? What the heck is going on? That's so annoying. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry you didn't get anything. Hosty ghosties? Really though, it's ghosting me 100%. I don't really watch podcasts, so this is great. Thank you so much. Perfect. All right, I'm giving you the floor. Here, Bolo, before I waste any more time getting flattered by your viewers and friends. What is your 3 statements?
Okay, so first one is I've run over my stepdad.
Oh. We're starting off strong. Okay, number 1, run over stepdad. Number 2.
Yep, I've never cooked spaghetti bolognese.
Never cooked? Spaghetti bolognese. Okay.
And the last one is I'm a triple citizen.
Damn. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay, these are 3 great ones. I will give you that. These are 3 really impressive ones.
Yep.
Because I think if I remember correctly, you told me that you couldn't think of anything at first when I first said this, and I said, Bolo, take some time. You'll figure out some good ones. These are great ones. So I will give you this round of applause here for Bolo. In a moment here, we're going to start about a 3 to 4 minute, probably a 3 thing, poll here. Chat, you're going to be able to guess in the poll. The majority is the winner. If the majority wins, so one of you lovely friends are going to be a VIP of this channel today.
Let's go.
Exactly. So, Wolf, can we please get a poll running here, whether it's going to be 1, 2, or 3, so we can see what the chat thinks. And I'm going to dissect them as well.
I'm very keen to see what they think.
I know there's a lot of things in the back end of Amazon not working, so hopefully these polls are working too. We'll find out here. See. Wolf, if you /poll should pop it up if it works. I don't know. Now I'm worried about the host thing. Why is that not working? Why am I now all of a sudden the most scuffed streamer you guys have ever watched?
That's content right there. It's content.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I hope so. You keep telling me that.
It's not a stream if something doesn't go wrong.
I see it, but I don't. Okay, so it should do /poll, and then from there it should pop up a thing. You just do it should be the question, and the question will be which one is a lie, and then 1, 2, or 3 being the responses, and then duration should be 3 minutes. And that should be all of it there, Wolf. If we are ready and good, let me know. There, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! It popped up. It didn't really pop up perfectly. Perfect. Okay, so someone's already like speed running and put 2 right off the bat, which is, I mean, speed. Chat, I need you guys to know. Let me know what you think here. Is the lie? We're looking for the lie here, chat. We're not looking for the truth. We're looking for the lie. Is number 1, run over the stepdad, the lie? Number 2, never cooked spaghetti bolognese? Or number 3, is a triple citizen? Which one is a lie? I see a lot of people saying 2. Some people saying 1. I think 2 would be obvious. Well, Rachel, this is the thing. It could be the one that you're like, you know what? Like this is. It makes you think. It makes you think like maybe he never, because he's talked a lot about how mom makes a spaghetti bolognese, and how he was taught to do it, but maybe he's actually never made it by himself or anything like that. So, never like cooked by himself. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm cooking with my mom or cooking with someone else, I wouldn't call that me cooking. I call that someone else teaching me how to cook. I wouldn't consider that as, so like, I don't know. There's a bit of, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. Hello, Bumblebee. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Hi, Bumble.
Bumble. What would you like me to call me? Do you want me to call me Bumble? It's Bree. Like, you tell me. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. How's it going? I see a lot of people going number 2. Bolo's trying to bamboozle us. Exactly. We've seen some creators with some interesting one.
Never.
The triple citizenship. See, we always get sus over numbers usually here. However, no one's fallen for it today. So, which is interesting, which is very interesting, which makes me wonder. Hey, whatever you'd like. Sounds good. We're going to call you. Where's Pugs? I know, right? Pugs isn't here. Pugs is on the same time zone as I think Perfect is. So Pugs is probably sleeping tonight. Someone went 3. Oh, someone's like, you know what? No, you're right. There's a number in there. So number 1 is that
suss me out.
Yeah, exactly. So number 1 is that he run over stepdad. Number 2 is that he's never cooked spaghetti bolognese. And number 3 is that he's a triple citizen. I feel like I would assume that he'd pick that as a lie because he's literally the pastor lord, and he's correct. I feel like it's a lie, and sometimes it's too obvious. Sorry, I'm a big overthinker. Yeah, you know what? Anxiety gets me too, Rachel. I get it.
Leaky's really going into this.
Really though. Yeah. See, Rachel's the one you're thinking about the tinfoil hat, huh?
Just trying to bamboozle the bamboozler.
I feel like he was
like, wow.
Pick that as live. He's literally the pastor lord, and he's correct. Like, yeah. See, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it is number 1. I feel like Bolo would also accidentally run over his stepdad. Yeah, see,
How does that look like a me thing to do?
Who said it was an accident too? No, I'm kidding. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What's it called? Okay, well, chat has decided I remember someone about being Italian once. I don't know about 3 citizenships. Yeah, see, that's the thing. 3 citizenships would probably be a first I think I've ever met. So that's where I'm kind of like interested too. That seems like a hard one for me as well. These all could be lies, for all I know. What's it called? They all seem like they could be. That's what I'm saying. These are good ones. These are really good ones. Bolo tried to run me over in Fortnite yesterday. He's just a little sussy. See, that's what I'm saying. And I bet you he didn't say it was an accident either. And for some reason, that was not in his statement either. He never said accidentally. He just said that I ran over my stepdad. That's all he said. Just want to make that really, really there. So now it's my turn to pick. So Chad has decided that the lie is never cooked spaghetti bolognese. Now it's my turn to try and sniff you out there.
Okay.
Bolo. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, if you would have said something easy like I don't like avocado, I would have been like, look behind you. But what's it called? I don't know.
That's true.
That's the thing is, see, run over stepdad is an interesting one. These are we're gonna get stories out of all 3 of these either way, so that's good.
I gotcha.
You know what? I like your chat. Your chat's been nothing but nice to me today. I'm gonna go with chat today, and I'm gonna say, Bolo, is the lie that you've never cooked spaghetti bolognese that you indeed have cooked spaghetti bolognese? Am I correct with that?
You're correct.
Chat, run that success. Let's
I'm
go.
actually so angry. I went straight through it.
Let's go, chat. Let's go.
No.
Chat, you big brain. You big brain, chat. You big brain. You put on your thinking caps.
Nah, I can't believe they bamboozled the bamboozler. Nah.
So, obviously, how about this? Is there any truth to that lie at all? Is there a certain type of pasta that you have not cooked that you would like to try? You'd like to cook?
I mean, it's more like the weird ones that I haven't cooked. But I've cooked the fettuccine, spaghetti, penne, tortellini, ravioli, all of those except I think the only one is like I think they come in like teddy bears as well. You can get like different shapes, teddy bears and stuff like that. Those are probably the only ones I haven't cooked.
What?
But yeah.
Tortellini?
Yeah, they're like the
teddy
shape
bears?
of a bear. I swear I've seen that before. I don't know. There's some interesting ones out
What?
there. Yeah. I swear there is. I swear
How do you
there's
spell
some
tortellini?
interesting looking ones. You got some shapes out here. Some shapes. I really hope there still is. I swear I remember seeing some shapes.
Okay, it's not like a tortellini, but it definitely is a noodle. It's like it's a. I would love to see tortellini that is shaped like a bear. That would be adorable. I would spend millions on that company.
No, me too.
Oh, this is cute. Hang on. I'm going to pop this over to the desktop screen for a second here and show what I see here. If I can show this here, if it'll work. Let's see. Is it going to let me? Let's find out. Desktop. Oh, I can't even see it, but it's this one here. It's this thing here. Look how cute that is.
Oh, that is really cute.
What else is there? There's see, like there's these ones here.
Yeah, those look like the ones. Those are the ones I've seen.
So those are more like, these weren't what I expected. I was expecting like little like teddy bear with like a little belly that has like tortellini. That's what I was expecting.
Oh, that would be cute.
That would
be so cute.
That's what I'm saying. I'd spend millions on that. But I'm sure that would be probably hard to.
Pasta? There was a bear eating pasta at the dinner table. Bear Creek pasta commercial. What is this?
Am I gonna DMCA'd for this? Might be worth it.
I hope not.
For the bears, it's dinner time. But these bears are not content with just a main course. They grab a pasta dish from Bear Creek. They're new. Mama Bear just adds water.
Oh my God!
In minutes, it's ready. The heartiest of pasta dishes. So creamy and rich, with 7 delicious choices. They're sure
This is actually Bolo's family.
Try something new. Pasta dishes from Bear Creek. The heartiest taste, Bear None.
Bear None. Love it. 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 Love it.
Yep.
Can't get any better. That's hilarious. That is great.
I
Oh my
like
goodness.
that.
I'm so glad you got me to click that. That is hilarious. Oh my
That's
goodness.
my family right there. I just doxed my entire family. I hope they're okay with that. Yep.
A little hairier than expected, but you know. Alrighty, so that's hilarious. So I was expecting for like maybe that's an idea that I got to think about is maybe I have to create a company that has tortellini. Maybe you and I go into business, Bolo. We go into business.
Let's do it. I'd be happy to go in business with you.
Teddy bear tortellini. That just has a ring to it. Perfect.
It does.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
However, before we go into the next two, the ones that are actually truth, and I want to hear some stories about these, is we're gonna pick our VIPs. So let me just see here. I don't even know how many VIPs I have here. We've been out of all whack here. So we have 1, 2, 3. Oh. So your job is easy today, Bolo. Your job is very easy today.
Oh no.
You don't actually have to pick to remove anyone.
Yep.
You
Okay.
just get to add 2 people in because I
I
got
get
it
to add
right
2
and
people
the chat got it right. So chat, if you're interested in being picked and being a VIP on this channel, where every week we interview some amazing creators, all you got to do is remember that little pick me thing that I said earlier, that little like hand wave, this one here. I need you to click that right now. And what that'll do is that will tell Bolo, me, and everyone else that you want to be a part of this channel as a VIP. There's nothing that you have to like do past that. Aside from click that. And what we're gonna do in just a moment here is that Bolo's going to select one of you to be a VIP, a family member on this channel. Oh, the camera again. What the heck is the camera doing? What's the dog
it's got to
doing?
be my Australian internet. I'm running off a potato. I'm really sorry about that.
That's you know what, those potatoes, they sometimes not as good as those bear tortellini's.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not.
That's what I run my internet off of, bear tortellini. Bear Creek.
I'm just not doing that. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So we've got a good 4 people to choose from here.
Yep.
If anyone else would like to get in, the time is now. TikTok. There's no requirements that you have to do aside from you get a nice little thing beside your name there for that. And I will say is we have a limit of 5 VIPs that are not blood related, and Donovan, because I got told that I have to have Donovan, who is he's my former mod now, but he's one of the he's in the family, I guess, now.
Yeah.
So there's my sister, my mom, and Donovan are the 3 people that are unremovable. However, there is 3 names in there right now, and you're gonna be joining 2 of them as well. So you're gonna be part of the family. Come on in. Wait, Bren, you used pick me. Does that mean if you get picked, mods take over? Huh? What's that? There's like a thing that's like kind of does that around that like kind of round thing. I can't remember what it's called, but it's I know something like that. Yes.
Merry-go-round?
Maybe the mods want to do a takeover in next month, so maybe we will do that. Maybe we'll let them have their way. It was people enjoyed watching it when we did it back in early of January, so maybe we'll do it again, and maybe we'll do a full mod takeover. We'll see. Cool. Maybe you're onto something here, Wolf. However, the time is now, Bolo.
Yep.
You have 4 wonderful names to pick from. You've got Perfect. Yep. You got Rachel. You've got Tab, and you've got Ken's feet picks.
Yep.
To pick from.
Oh no. Nah, this is difficult. This is way too difficult.
Imagine having to remove one though.
I pick one and you pick the other.
No. This is on you, Bolo.
Oh no.
It's all part of the fun for me.
Okay. Well, first up, I would definitely like to pick Perfect. I feel like Perfect is just an amazing person, and Perfect really deserves VIP. 100%. Okay. I love Perfect.
First off,
great. Yep.
Perfect. Welcome to the family. VIP. I make sure I don't spell this wrong. Perfect.
Yep.
R6. I almost put 6'9", and I was like, wait a second, that's not right.
You're so sus.
What? Why is it? Hang on. VIP.
Oh, I love you too, Perfect.
Is it at? What am I gonna do? How do I? What?
Should just be exclamation. No,
Perfect.
/VIP.
R6. Did I spell it right? There's 2 R's. There's a 3rd R. There we go. I don't know what I typed before, but there you go. Welcome to the family. Perfect. What's up? Welcome in. Who else should we open our doors to there, Bolo? Who else is coming in the house today?
It's
sleeping in Bren's residence.
It's tough. It is big tough. I'm very, very torn between the last 3. But judging by who I also think really, really deserves it is Sleepy Nays, 100%. Sleepy. Yep.
Alrighty.
I'm really sorry, Abnormal and Ken, but I feel like, Sleepy for sure. Sleepy always tries their best to make it to every single one of my streams as well. And I'm pretty close to doing it to Sleepy on my stream as well. So definitely
beat you to it.
Yep.
Well, awesome.
There we go.
Welcome to the family, Sleepy. Welcome to the family. Perfect. Like I said, for anyone that's been hanging out here, stay tuned. Next month, we are going to be doing a raffle system. We'll be giving away something on... What? Perfect. Perfect's just buying groceries. That's all they're doing. Oh my goodness. Sleepy
it.
and perfect, because you're part of the thing. If you feel comfortable with it, I'd love to know your pronouns. Just to make sure that I don't misgender you in any sort of sense. We welcome in anyone, she, he, they, whatever, whatever it is. I just want to know, just so I can call you a little more personably, as well as if you have a name that you'd like me to call you. Obviously, I know Rachel's perfect. If you have another name that you'd like to go by as well, normally I go by any, but normally she, they. Sounds good. He, him, awesome. But I'm okay with they, them too. Awesome. Sounds good. Works for me. That's awesome. That's perfect. That's perfect.
I get it.
I will say though, perfect. One thing that I will say as well is I just see that you have the Twitch extension that has the pronouns extension. You currently has it as she, her. Maybe just something to update. Just because I don't want anyone else to misgender. Because I know as a streamer, it's something very awkward if you want to like stuff like that. Usually streamers go off of that. I know that a lot of people are very similar to you, where like people don't always update it. It's something you do like years ago. Oof, how do I change it? I think if you do Twitch pronoun extension, I think it'll pop up. I think it's just on a site. You just click a couple thing and it changes it. It's something super awesome. If you guys don't have it, I would definitely recommend it. I use it as well. It just makes it a little bit easier for streamers on desktop to see what your pronouns are. However, I don't always use it as well because like exactly this reason is sometimes people have changed. I mean, gender's a construct, in my opinion. What's going on? So I would say is people change things like that. And so that's the thing is sometimes people don't update platforms like that always. So no worries at all. All good. But sounds good. She, they, them, he, her. Okay. And then hugs. Aw, let's go. And then, so welcome to the family first off. And like I said, if you have anything like that is feel free to jump in the Discord. We have some things of that as well as there's someone's going to say, and I'm like drawing a blank, is stay tuned for the raffle next month. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, something from this stream setup that you might or might not be able to see right now that I use every single stream will be being given away next month. And I'll be releasing that just later in the month. So continuing on here, we have some things to dissect here. Let's start with the triple citizenship. The triple citizenship, obviously, some people said that they said Italian. I'm assuming there's other things in there. What is the triple citizenship?
So Australian, because born in Australia, and then because my dad was born in Canada, I was able to get a citizenship for Canada from him. So yep, I'm a Canadian citizen. And then because my mum was born here, but my mum's parents were born in Italy, and by that I was able to get an Italian citizenship as well. So that's it. Yep, I've got the citizenships.
Damn.
That's it. So yeah, it's good. Great. I mean, I got the certificates lying around somewhere. It's a bit wild. But yeah, no, it's amazing. It's amazing. So now I'm just applying for the passport now, and then
that's gonna be a powerful passport. That's for sure. It's a lot of good nations in there for sure.
Yep.
Especially Canada, a little bit, you know. Damn. What's called sleep? That air fist pump was adorable. You're gonna make me blush. Brand, one of us. Exactly. And then the story we're most interested for your accidental or not accidental running over of your stepdad.
Yeah, this is a good story. He was not happy with me. I mean, not really anybody is when they get run over.
What? Perfect. Thank you so much for the gifted. Wow.
Perfect.
Weird timing to gift a sub as we're getting. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you so much for that. Perfect as well. For the sub as well as the tier 1 to Rachel. Appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Alrighty, tell us the story of how you accidentally or you maybe didn't accidentally run over your.
No, it was definitely an accident. I just need to point that out. Okay, I'm not trying to intentionally run people over. It was
or incriminate yourself.
Definitely. It was it was definitely an accident. So what happened was we have a really, really long driveway because it's a shared driveway of I think 3 properties. So my stepdad was cleaning the little we've got a garden bed that runs along the fence. So he was cleaning that, and I was reversing down my driveway, and I did not see him at all. I didn't see him in any of my mirrors, and I was looking and everything, and I did not see him. And so I'm reversing down my driveway, listening to my music, reversing to my spot, and then my stepdad comes storming over to my car. And I mean, he, I could only just, picture it, but he was like, "What the, the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You just hit me." I was like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "Yes, you hit me," and I went flying into the fence. And I was like, "What?" I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything like that at all. Literally, I was reversing my car into my spot, and then boom, he's at my window, yelling at me. And he was not happy. He was really, really not happy with me. So definitely not on purpose or anything. And then for Christmas that year, I got a reversing camera in my car. So it was more like, you've hit me. Let's make sure this doesn't happen ever again. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Yeah, full on hit him, and what's shocking is that didn't even feel anything at all. It was just like, reversing down into my spot, and yeah, getting yelled at was the next thing I saw and heard.
Oh my goodness.
And yep. So, oh, look at that good old story. Hey, good old story.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yeah.
that definitely is. That's pretty crazy. As I would say, is like, yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting one. I mean, he probably bought the backup camera and all that for the fact of what's called the sense of if first time you hit him, it could be an accident. The second time,
yeah.
Is it just tab normal at this point, or is abnormal at this point?
That's it.
Let's go. And so the what's it called? I see some things in chat here that I want to touch on here before we continue on here.
Yep.
First thing is I see Rachel going, "Bolo swear." So I want to remind chat this is an 18 plus stream. If you are not 18 plus, that is your own thing. We do not recommend that. It's maybe not the best place for you to be here. Every single guest we bring on here, we want them to be as open as possible and be able to express themselves as openly as possible. We want to know the real streamer. Streamers might not always act how they act on their channel. When we've invited them to ours, we want them to be as organic as possible, whether telling a story or something. Bolo After Dark. Exactly. Exactly. What's it called? So that's the thing is we're looking for as it's like what, noon for you? Like, what does it say? Is that what's it called? Is that we want them to be able to express themselves as openly as honestly as possible. You'll see this in the thing is this show does not work without the vulnerableness and stuff like that, and being open and being able to tell your story as best as possible. So Bolo on the drive home.
Me driving is it's a little bit of something. Nat's heard it. It's it's get the road rage.
There's your next two truths and a lie is talking about your road rage and so like that. I've never once swore at anyone. What's it called? And then the other one too is Rachel also said, and you say you have no stories, and I agree because I have one that I've learned about you that I want to learn a little bit more about and hear from you. What is the leaky room, Bolo?
Okay, so my house it's not like old, but it's it's not like brand new built and everything like that. And I'm guessing we got like new window frames and everything put on. And I'm not sure if they didn't seal it properly or if this is a problem that was like this before. But whenever it rains at just the right, I guess, it's like rain just hard enough and it's at the right angle, water will leak in through my window frame, like the wooden frame around my window. It will leak in and it will go absolutely everywhere. And the leaky room comes from the fact that when I was going to bed, it was raining really difficult. I woke up and there is about 5 streams, like proper streams of water just coming straight in through my window all over the floor. And literally I'm on a call with Nat and I'm like, Nat, my room's leaking, and that's where the leaky room came from. So for the next hour, I'm getting towels and running around the place looking for more towels because my room's flooding. I'm just like, oh, my room's leaking. And that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. And we still haven't got that fix.
I was
Every
gonna
time it
ask
rains,
you.
I'm actually terrified.
No kidding. Well, you
Yeah.
did say to me before the stream that the only thing you'd have to like stop for if the stream during the stream is that if it does start raining. You said for laundry, but I'm sure that's part of it as well then.
Yeah, that's it. Just bolt out, get some towels, and hope for the best.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
last time I went everywhere, I think the first time it ever happened, I was at work and I come home and pretty much half of my room is flooded, so I had to take my desk out. Thankfully the bed had to stay in there, but everything out, and I had to just pretty much towels everywhere and soak it all up.
That's
Yep.
crazy. Does it
Yeah,
rain much
'cause-
there or no?
Sometimes, because it runs down behind the computer as well. Sometimes, like streams run down, and it runs along the wall, and yeah, just everywhere. So need to get that fixed. And we keep saying we're gonna do it, but then we don't. So
until next year when you're
Ooh.
like, oh my god, or this next
Yep.
the next winter season when it comes around. Need to
Yeah,
flex seal that window?
exactly.
Yeah, really. Exactly.
Oh, we do, Bumble. We do. Yeah.
All right. Well, that is two truths and a lie. Obviously, we got a little bit more. We got a little more than we bargained for because of the leaky room story.
We like that.
However, this is the part of the show we had some time. We've talked about everything from pasta, of course. We've talked about those seals. We've talked about our teddy bear tortellini company we're going to be starting soon. We've talked about certain things that we might come back to as well. We've talked about the leaky room, if I haven't said that already. We've talked about you running over your stepdad. We've talked about how you don't know how to cook spaghetti and you snap it in half. We've talked about how you, I mean, for the most part, know how to wipe your bum.
Wow, what is this?
We've got a lot done. We've got a lot done so far. However, this is the part of the show where we are going to get a little bit deeper. We're going to be talking about the real things in life, and kind of get to know the deeper person that is Bolo and a little bit more about you. So, got a couple things here that I want to kind of talk about. Some things that are questions of mine, some questions that you've brought up here as well, and kind of going into that as well. And we'll start you off easy here. We're going to kind of slow our way into this, in a sense. And what are we going to start with? We're going to start with. What's the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
That's a good question. Best piece of advice I've received. It was definitely from my dad, but he told me to be strong. And that's probably very short, but that's what he told me when that was literally the last words he ever said to me as well. So that's why it really hits deep. And he told me to be strong, even though that was, the next morning he was gone. So yeah, whenever I'm struggling or anything like that, I always relate back to what he told me, which was literally I'm watching him in a hospital bed, and yeah, he says, don't cry, be strong. And so now I try to take that wherever I can, is to, stay strong. Of course, it's nothing bad about showing your emotions and stuff, but I always just think back to that moment where he even knew what was happening and he can see me, and what he says is, be strong. And that really hits deep. It does, like, just the fact that he knew what was happening, and he was able to see me and just tell me to be strong, even though that was the hardest thing that I have ever had to deal with, is losing a parent like that. It was difficult because it wasn't slow. It wasn't. No, sorry, it wasn't. It wasn't quick. It was slow. So I watched it happen over time. Yeah, and that's the best piece of advice I've ever given. I'll always take that. Yeah,
It's wonderful advice, and I think is especially from a father is definitely something that's common. As I said earlier, is I'm very sorry for your loss, and I can tell you and your dad were very close, and
we were.
there's a lot of things, and I mean, hey, I shouldn't even say was. I think you still are very close with your father, and the way you kind of talk of him is I mean, he's I'm not going to push on to any sort of religion or anything like that, but I will say is something
It's
that
all
like
right.
in my personal things and kind of how I see it is, I think with that is, if anything, you gained an angel and someone who is looking over you in a
Yeah,
sense and
of
kind of
course.
has your back in some sort of sense. And um,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not the most religious person, but I would say that that gives me comfort. For me, it's my
yeah,
grandfather, and that's kind of, that was my person sort of thing, and who I was really close with when I was younger, and
yeah.
unfortunately lost him as well. And that's my
That's
tattoo
sad.
that
I'm
I have
sorry.
here too. Thank you. Let's go. Is that's my tattoo to remember
Wow.
him, is because we also used to play paper airplanes,
Wow.
as if you and your father would play Halo, like with the elephant.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
that's kind of my core memories in a
yeah.
sense. And
Yeah.
um, I don't know how far you want to go into the kind of with your father here, and as comfortable as you will be with it. So if you want to stop, let
Yeah.
me know, and
No, of
we'll head out
course.
of it. But um,
I'm happy to go into depth with it. Yeah.
I was just kind of wondering is what kind of happened with your father, because you said it was unfortunately very slow, and you said you kind of saw it happening, and obviously that
Yeah.
connection, and also like kind of like when did that happen and all that stuff, and when did you have to go through that, and what was that like for you and your family?
So he was diagnosed with bowel cancer. I think it was 2008 or 9, and literally just all of a sudden he was complaining of difficulties going to the bathroom, and he ended up going to see a doctor, and yeah, he was diagnosed with bowel cancer. I believe it was pretty advanced as well. So he was on the chemo, and it was just really hard watching your dad go from this really like, I guess, strong, healthy person to just seeing the chemo take his hair away. It was really thin and slender. Just, yeah, it's hard, seeing your parent go through that. It really, really is. It really like hit deep because I pretty much found out not long after my birthday. Um, so pretty much after that, it was just trying to spend as much time as possible with him. Um, See him as much as possible, because at that time as well, my parents had already been divorced for a very long time. So yeah, it was hard. It was hard on the family. It was hard on my brother and I. Just watching as the cancer slowly took him, and yeah, it was difficult. We were able to go at least on one last cruise together. That was the last holiday we went on. We went on a cruise to the islands around Fiji, which was really memorable. And that ended up just, yeah, a photo I still hold with it today. Uh, yeah, yeah, it was tough. It really was. 3 days after I started high school, that's when he unfortunately passed away, 3rd of February, and it's been over 11 years now. Yeah, happened in 2011. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Like it was young. Well, he was young, sorry, and yeah, we just there's so many things that he's gonna miss out on now, and that is really hard to deal with. Like, getting married, like he missed out on me finishing school, getting my job, first car, everything like that, and then everything after that, he unfortunately missed out on. I know he's still up there watching over me, which it does hold comfort that, he's up there watching over me and my family, which definitely does help a lot. But it sucks sometimes not being able to have him here physically. And yeah, like, just one thing I can tell you all is don't take any of that stuff for granted, because I mean, I didn't, but there comes a time when they may no longer be here. So that's what I can say to all of you. And that's it.
Mhm. One thing that we talk about here quite a bit, and
Yep.
it's, I think we hear a lot of stories about this, and it's sad
Yep.
because those are the stories that people hold near and dear to them, the positives,
Yep.
and then unfortunately the
Yep.
negatives of people passing away like this. Um,
Yep.
is remember to tell your loved ones you love them, because
Yeah.
you're
Of
right.
course.
There might be one day where people you don't get to, um,
Yep.
and I definitely agree with Perfect. He would be so proud of you,
Yeah.
and the things that you've done, and from what you've
Yep.
told me off stream is streaming is a dream of yours. It's something that
Yeah.
you wanted to for a long time, and you
Yep.
decided, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. And
Yep.
I think following your dreams, any parent is going to
Yeah.
be happy with their kid following their dreams, and
Of
and
course.
you're doing it. So and I
I
think,
am.
and I can definitely relate with that.
Yeah.
Is there was a lot of times in my life where I've kind of I've wanted my grandfather to be there in certain senses, and obviously it's a lot different with it's a father. Like it really is, and I'm not like I'm not trying to like play like the underselling my thing or anything like that, but I think it really
it's not.
it really is different. Like we're in the sense of where it's your father sort of thing, like, and that sense is it's really difficult when it's something like that. And you're right, there's a lot of things that he won't be there for, which really sucks. And same with my grandfather's, that's kind of where it is. Like I would love for my grandfather to be there for the day I get married. Like that would be something that'd be so special to me, and I don't get that, and that's very unfortunate. And I'm jealous of the ones who do get that and stuff like that, and that sort of thing. And there's actually a thing I've quoted, and maybe I should just pull it up because I've quoted this so many times on this stream that it's like ridiculous. But it's a thing. Have you ever heard of the channel Yes Theory?
I don't think I have actually.
Okay, so there's these guys, and they live in, or last I checked, they lived in Venice, California. And they are a group of friends that are very wonderful. And their whole motto is that they say yes to most things and they seek discomfort. And there was this one video that really like touched me, and I was sobbing because it was one of the guys. He had made a friend with this guy that was he was going through some health troubles, and his sister was getting married, and I found it, and what's it called, and he was not able to see this guy was not able to go fly to see his sister's. He really wants to see us cry, isn't he? Really though.
100%.
What's it called? Hey, get the tissues out there, chat. What's it called? But this one, what's it called? This one got me pretty good. And just the speech. Let me see if I can find it here. I'm scrubbing through it. But basically the brother couldn't make it, so he, not really knowing the family at all, but becoming really close friends with this guy, went to this guy's sister's wedding and basically stood in for him, essentially at the request of him and as his sister, because of how close they were. And this, I think right here, is the speech that he gave to thing. And this is where, get the tissues out, chat.
Oh no.
Hang on, I found it here. Alrighty. I gotta unmute my site here too. Hold on one sec, because I muted it so I could scrub through here without it blaring in everyone's ears. Oh no, I know. I feel a little bit heavy. This one, I haven't watched this in 2 years, and I sobbed like a baby. And I've quoted this so many times, but I don't think I've ever went back and watched it. So this is, what's today's date?
13th.
Oh, it's pretty close.
Oh, I'm all glitched.
It is almost. I'm already in emotional wreck, but I'm sorry, perfect. It was almost 2 years ago to the date. It was released on February 9th, and I watched it like the day it came out, and I was like crying. So here it is. This is Yes Theory. If you guys never heard of them, they're on YouTube, and they're wonderful. I'm sorry we don't have a guest camera on this screen here, so you're just going to have to take the words for what it is, but for what Bolo says, and enjoy.
For those of you that don't know, Stephanie and Edgar and I met about 4 months ago when I found out about Stephanie's cousin named Xavier. And I've gotten to know Xavier over the last 4 months. We've become quite close. We talk nearly every day, and he's Stephanie's best friend, and I can understand why. And about 2 days ago, I was with Xavier, and we were talking about coming to this wedding. And I was telling him that I wish he could have been there, and he was telling me that he wished he could have been there too. And he was explaining to me how hard it is to just be at home all day, be lying in bed, and having to miss something so special like this. And as he lay there, both of us just started to cry. And we cried for 30 minutes, and we didn't say anything. We just held on, and we cried and cried. And when I was doing that, I was just thinking of how important death is to show us how to live. That this right here is all that matters, the connection we have to each other. And being here and witnessing this and being able to be a part of this, the whole time, I knew he was here with us the whole time. And I knew your mother was here with us the whole time. She's watching. And anybody that's ever lost anybody is here as well. When we're celebrating love, you know, we bring back those people. And I'm so blessed to be here with you guys. The fact that you invited pretty much a stranger to come and spend this time with you is such an honor. Your family is so beautiful. Xavier is so happy that it went so well. wait for this marriage to blossom and for us to continue being friends. Love you guys.
So that's Matt from Yes Theory. But yeah, chat, I agree. That was what, yeah. I'm sorry, chat. I didn't mean to make you cry. But that was kind of what it was. Is basically just like the whole fact of like, even though it's not they're not there with us, they're still with us kind of there in that sense. And that's something that's touching me, because I think I've always struggled with that kind of, they're not physically there, but they are, like, in a sense. And that's the thing is basically like the thing that I took away from that is in moments of celebration of happiness and love and stuff like that, is those people are there with you and really, really there with you. And in that sense, and that's something that kind of, it brought me a comfort in a sense. And like you said, with kind of your stuff. And so, yeah, no, I definitely have not watched that since 2020. I as soon as I watched this, I was like, damn, I don't remember most of this. Yeah, no, everyone's coming back to cry. I'm sorry, chat. That wasn't what I meant to do. But I just wanted to share a very tender moment with you. It was the first time I had actually cried. Kind of in 2020, I really, I struggle with kind of my emotion. I still do. I'm not going to say I don't. But I really hit a lot of emotion, and I never ever cried in front of my, at that time, girlfriend at that point. And watching that, I was sobbing, crying. And it was the first time she ever saw me crying. And it was just one of those things that was like, it was a core moment in a sense, because it was like that relief of like almost at that point 3 years of not crying at all. And it wasn't like I don't think I was bottling up. I probably was, but I don't think I was bottling it up in a sense. But no, I will say is I've gotten a lot better with releasing my emotions and being understandable with my emotions, especially in this past year doing the show and meeting all these amazing friends who've been decided to be very vulnerable. Birdie, B being two of them that I see in chat right there. And those are the things that like I'm fortunate for, and I've gotten better with my emotions because of people like that. And yeah, no, what's up, Tony? Definitely a beautiful moment, exactly. So no, it's something that's very special, and I would love to meet these guys. I think these guys are brilliant. I think these guys are amazing creators and people all around. So yeah, no, that's a little bit of my kind of story on that side of that thing. But yeah, as far as your thing is, obviously, I'm sure this time of the year is probably a little bit difficult for you because of kind of the date kind of rolling over and stuff like that. And so, first off, thank you for doing this in a week that I'm sure is already very stressful or last 2 weeks that's been probably very like emotionally built up in a sense and stuff like that. And so the fact that you decided to still do this and still come on here and make a point of this is, I'm sure is not easy, but I hats off to you for still sticking with it and doing it. And
always it's been really nice being here though.
That's great. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm having a lot of fun too.
I'm having a lot of fun, even though it's deep. I'm having fun.
That's great. That's good. Yeah. It's part of it. It's part of it. You get to know a little bit about yourself,
is.
hopefully. And that's kind of what we're doing here. Let's see here. We have
Hi B.
So obviously you talked about your dad, and we will likely continue to. What's it called? But how close? This question is how close with your parents? We know your dad, but how close are you with your mom? Because you haven't talked too much about your mom. Obviously, she's taught you how to incorrectly make spaghetti bolognese. But what else? What else?
Just throw my mom under the bus.
Actually, I'm sorry. That was kind of rude. I'm sorry. I'm sure Mama Bolo is lovely, but
Yep. No, I'm a blur as well, but it's all right. So close with my mum, I am. I'd like my camera to stop being so blurry though.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why that happens. It's so strange.
Neither. Nah. Internet's like firing on
Psych.
everything right now. And it's like, nah. Butchered it. No, but my mum and I are close. We're close. We're probably not as close as my dad though, because I mean my mum's never been interested in video games as my dad was, so there was like that common interest. But no, I am close to my mum. We always talk to each other about the important things and stuff like that. You know, ask how we are. You know, we used to always go shopping together whenever I would not be working. We don't do that anymore just because now I'm always working, which sucks. But no, we still talk. You know, hang out as well, go for drives, because it's always important to hang out with your parents and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, they're always going to be there for you no matter what. And stepdad, we're close as well. I mean, it's different with like my stepdad, and we're very different as well. But no, we still get along, and I'm thankful for him because he's definitely helped me out with so much. Like, he really helped me out with my apartment as well, which I'm really, really grateful for, and I can't wait till that thing's built. Yeah, like, I am close with them, and they've helped me out, and I'm so thankful that they went through what they did because they also had tough upbringings, but they've passed it on to me, and it's really genuinely helped shape me into who I am today, given me the knowledge as well to be able to set myself up for the future and stuff like that.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm assuming, and I don't know here at all because you haven't mentioned it. Did your dad ever get in a relationship or anything like that? Because you said your parents divorced before his health deteriorated.
Yep.
Was he in a relationship at the time? What was anything like that? And if so, was there any contact that you've kept with that person or anything like that too since then?
Yeah, so he had a couple of relationships here and there. He did get remarried eventually, which was about a year before he did pass. They tied the knot. We kept in contact for maybe about 5 years or so, but we've slowly drifted apart now. Maybe every now and then we'll talk and catch up. But she's moved down to Tasmania as well, so it's not like we can see each other. But no, just the bare minimum contact. That was pretty much it. She was kind enough to at least uh, I guess pass over some of my dad's belongings that she had, which I've still got today. And yeah, it's just things like that.
Wonderful. Do you have any siblings, Bolo?
Yeah. I do. I got an older brother.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Same parents?
Yeah,
Okay.
same parents.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, I was just wondering because obviously, yeah, no, that's the thing is like things like belonging stuff like that is that something that sometimes get fought over and stuff like that, especially with a parent that has divorced and stuff like that. And sometimes, I mean, the other person might want it because they think they're entitled to it, and the fact that she did or they did decide to kind of offer that to you and stuff like that and giving you that thing is great. Like that, and that's how it should be. Like I agree. I think it should always go to the kids and stuff like since situations like that. Because I think that's kind of the best kind of, in my opinion, way to kind of deal with things is it's your kids, you know what I mean? Like in that sense. And so I'm glad that happened like that because I think that's something that could definitely become toxic quick, and if the fact that that's was removed completely is awesome. So obviously we've heard about the event with your father, and if that is the event you want to kind of elaborate on more, or maybe you want to tell something else is, what is a life-changing event that you have experienced?
Honestly, I would literally just go back to pretty much my dad passing. That would be the most life-changing event that I've gone through. I mean, early on, when I was young, my parents did separate, so that probably would have been maybe the first thing as well. Because then it's like as a kid, you've got to go through rotating between your parents and stuff like that. Like maybe you see less of. I did see less of my dad. I got my mum during the week, and I'd only see my dad every fortnight on the weekends. So there was that, which was tough growing up. It was because you do want to be able to spend as much time as possible with your parents. And then pretty much, after managing that, it was just pretty much, yeah, when he passed, that would be the other biggest moment that I went through because I was so young as well. And yeah, it's heartbreaking to be able to, when they broke the news finally that, my dad had cancer. Yeah, that it's probably one of the worst, but then life changing as well because you've got to adjust to that. But then, it's something that I went through and it really shapes you into who you are just to remember moments and really hold them for what they are. I mean, I've already gone over this, but yeah, it's just hold on to what they have because one day something might change and, things can be different. And that's exactly what it went through to me. Yeah.
What would you say to someone that might be going through a similar situation has a parent that's going through a very
You're doing great, Bren.
thank you going through some issues with their health and the parents like that, and maybe it's terminal, maybe it's just something that's just a bit of a scare, or maybe you don't know it, maybe they don't know it all. What advice would you give to someone that might be watching that would kind of relate to that in a sense?
Just spend as much time as possible. Don't take them for granted. Like if you've got, I guess, any sort of complications with your parents, I don't know how to an extent, but just always try to, move past it, because they're your family. They're always going to be there for you. And I wish I would be able to spend more time with my dad. So I mean, there's a little bit of jealous and envy for the people that do still have, both their parents, because I really wish I could. It's just spend as much time as you can, remember who they are, the moments that you have had and will have as well. That's the best advice that I can give you. Just time, because it's snap of your fingers like that and things can change. So really just be there.
For sure.
I know how to. Yeah, sorry, I was
No.
about to just be like, I know, maybe there's some things that you just can't get past. So it's not like I'm trying to appeal to all that, but yeah, just time. That's it. Be there and cherish all the moments that you have.
Sure. No, and you're right. Like I think it is very specific to a certain person. If that
Yeah.
relationship is abusive, then maybe that's
Yeah,
maybe that's a
of
different
course.
thing. And so yeah,
Yeah,
I'm talking
definitely.
like a guardian though with like a good kind of thing. And I definitely agree. I
Yeah.
think something that's maybe there's that love between both that you're like really stuck in that sense. And so yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think that that is a good point to add on to there.
Yeah.
Just before we move on to this next one here, I'm gonna get you to reset your camera here just to see if we can get this to fix here. I'm gonna
Alright,
switch over to the other
let's see if
screen
we can
here
do it.
so we don't get any like back of the screen things.
Alright.
As we quickly switch over and see what we can, if Discord will do it for us here. Hang on. Oh, I think we just lost Bolo. Oh, there we go. We got Bolo back.
Am I back?
You're back. Hello. Let's see.
Alright, I think I'm back. I don't know what
That looks
happened there. but that
way
was weird.
better. That looks way better.
Okay. Alright, should we try it again?
I think that we can. I think that. Look at that! Wow.
Oh, I'm back.
Wow.
There we go.
We can actually make out what your face looks like. It's not just a blur.
I'm very sorry about that. I don't know what
It's all right.
happened.
It's all good. It happens
Yeah.
more often than you know, so it's all good.
Yeah.
No worries at all. Let's change the move a little bit. Let's went to 240 to 1080 exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, beautiful. Exactly. What is something that you are proud about of yourself, or proud of you about yourself?
Definitely having pretty much an apartment. Like I don't really have it. Like I bought an apartment off the plan, and that's something that I'm really, really proud of, especially being in Sydney, considering how expensive it is for prices of properties right now, and the fact that I've really, just strive to really get to having a property, saved my money, and that's definitely something. Like I'm so proud that I've got an apartment, even though it's not built, but deposit's down and everything, so it's secured, it's mine. Now I just have to wait for it to be built, and that's something that I really am proud of. And after this, I'm actually going to go check the progress to see how it's going. Like that's definitely it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think anything is that's very, very impressive,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
at the young age you are to be
Yeah.
owning your own apartment is very, very impressive. So that's definitely
Yeah.
something to be very proud of. It's not easy,
Yeah.
in really at any age, to be honest. But I think
Yeah,
is
of course.
even at how young you are and stuff like that is that's even more of a kind of an add-on too for that. So
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for that too.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
a
you.
really
That's-
big achievement for sure.
It
So,
is, and that's something that it's incredible. It really is.
for sure.
So stream room coming pretty soon.
Woo! No more leaks. Let's go.
That's it. No leaky room, nothing
No
like
leaky
that.
room. Leaky
Yep.
room will be a thing of the past.
That's
By the
it,
way,
a memory.
exactly.
Yeah.
Hopefully a funny one, not a negative one too much. But
That's it.
Welcome in, Donovan. Thank you so much. Thank you for the sub, by the way, as well. My goodness, I got here late, but I'm here 10 months and a 10-month streak. My goodness, Hobo Duva, Donovan, the mod from the start, and my amazing friend I've made over this journey of Twitch here. Hobo Duva in chat. Let's say hi to Donovan. I took a super long nap since I was awake for 30 something hours. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Like dying here. They have sand in my throat, I feel like. One sec, chat. I'm just gonna cough for a second.
All right. Yes, Nat, you can be dormant as well.
Sorry. Oh, you're dormant? Yeah, I know. Natman, you got a free dormant here. It's great. Let's see. What do we got here? Do you have any secret hobbies or skills that most people don't know about you?
Oh, unfortunately not. Nah. Not really any secret hobbies. I mean, it's just the usual. It was soccer, baseball, and then I moved out of baseball. Stayed with soccer, but this year I'm not doing it. That was pretty much my hobbies, and then just playing video games and being a good old introvert. Hey, that's it. Try not to be as boring as possible. But no, there's one thing I have always wanted to do, and that's play the launch pad, I believe it is. I'm not sure if you know what that is. It's like a controller with, I think, like 32 or 64 buttons on it. You program sounds into it.
Yeah.
Play something pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's something
the
that
pad.
I'd love to learn how to do.
Yeah, I know what that is. It took me a second, but once you started describing it, I was like, oh, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a lot of DJs use it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mostly,
Yeah.
little sound bites and yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Bought 1 years ago, haven't touched it.
Oh my, Bolo, gotta get to it. That's a
Oh, I
stream.
know.
That's a stream right there, my friend.
That's it. It is.
That's a great stream idea. My goodness, that's perfect. Let's go on to that. What are 3 things that are on your bucket list?
Yeah, so it would definitely be learning how to use that launch pad and finally maybe go into, I guess, some side thing of playing that for fun. I think that would be pretty cool. Another thing that I really want to do from my bucket list is learn how to video edit. That's something that I really want to nail, because I used to be able to do it. I used to have a MacBook and I was using Final Cut Pro and I could do some really decent stuff on there, but then I sold that and I've moved towards my PC, and now it's just trying to learn how to use the software on that. And yeah, it's a struggle for me. It's a struggle.
What are you using right now?
It's Adobe Premiere. Premiere?
Okay.
Yeah,
Premiere's a
that's
good
what
one.
I'm
Premiere's a good
using.
one.
Yeah.
Premiere's awesome. One of the top ones.
So now it's
that's
just, yeah, definitely trying to learn that. It's hard. It's hard.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
and that would be it. Yeah.
Is that 2 or 3?
I mean, I think that would be 2. 3? Oh.
Gotta go 3. Gotta go 3. I said 3.
I gotta go 3. Something off my bucket list. Okay, I can't really nail it down, but I would say I would like to meet some of the people that I've met on stream. I think that would be great to change that connection, which is just over text, to one that can be physical and be like, that's someone that I've met. Like, as Perfect has just said in the chat, Macca's Run. I think that would be great to, meet some of the people that I've met on stream. That's something I'd like to do. Yeah.
Macca's meetup.
Yep, Macca's meetup.
Well, hey, I've said continuous over and over again that I'm considering of doing a BrenCon in some sort of form or fashion where I have all my friends doing,
cool.
and I've gotten it told very heavily that I have to do it in in Australia, because of all the Australians we've interviewed. I think over half of the people that have been here have been Australian at this point. So I think it has to be done in somewhere in Australia. Unfortunately for me, because I got to go fly there. But I mean, that might be a good reason for me to go there.
That's it. You can stay in my apartment when it's built. And B, I'd like to meet you too.
Let's go. That's
Well,
it. That's actually the first and only person I've met from Twitch so far is B, because B lived with me. B lived with me for 10 days before they went off to their school and on.
That's amazing.
Well, what,
That
4
is.
hours away from me. So
Yeah.
no, it was a one hell of a week. Brendan Smiley can confirm it is true. I
Yeah.
stink right now, to be honest too. So
Oh.
Brendan Smiley can confirm. It is definitely confirmed.
I probably smell it as well. Who knows? Who knows?
It's all sweating on Fortnite, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
Does a
goodness.
lot to you.
Oh my goodness. Let's
Wow,
see here. What do we got
Sleepy.
here? Um, let's see what we have here.
Mhm. Oh no.
What has been the hardest thing that you've had to overcome this past year?
This past year,
Yeah.
I would probably go back to my job. It's pretty much just trying to really focus on that. Now that I'm fully qualified and they expect more of you, and it's also getting into the diagnostics parts. Like cars nowadays, it's mostly electronic, so pretty much things that you get, it's pinpoint tests of how much resistance and voltage you're getting from this plug to this plug, which can be on the other end of a car. It's ridiculous, and pretty much I really want to try and do that. I'm slowly getting there. It takes a lot of time. Um, and yeah, it's only going to get more difficult when these electric cars really start to move into my line of work as well, because we're actually preparing for that. And I put my hand up for it. But yeah, I that's something that's been really difficult for me, is getting that diagnostics set. So I have to rely less on the other people that we've got at work, and I can get given a job and I can be like, yes, I know what to do. I know what processes I need to do. So that's pretty much been it.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah. Um, I mean, it's something to definitely overcome and to learn and grow and build and
Yep.
and use that expertise and I mean
Yep.
careers and other things like that in the future is definitely
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go. So yes, as Wolf said, is right now for some reason our questions is not working. Twitch is
Yep.
the channel points are not working. So if you'd like to ask a question, highlight the message and send it, and we will definitely take a look at it and read it. I will say though, as I see your thing, and I'm assuming that's for Bolo. But if you'd like
Mhm.
to ask a question to the creator or to me, you can do Bolo and then there, or you can do Bren and then me, and then ask this question. And Malty asks a question, I'm assuming for you,
Mhm.
is for someone who's missed most of tonight's stream, what's one, or for you today's stream, what's one thing you talk about, one thing you talked about that you'd like to double down on / people to take away from tonight?
Oof. I mean, I've said this so many times. I really have said it so many times, but it's just moments with friends, family. Just really that's got to be it. Because yeah, I really have talked about it so many times. But yeah, like losing my dad was hard, and there's a lot of moments that I have to hold on for. And it's just stuff like that. Really cherish, who you've got, and the moments that you have, because one day they might not be there, or something can happen where it changes overnight, and it's like just something like that. Yeah, I'd really say people around you, just hold on to all of that.
That's wonderful. I mean, it does definitely sum up a good part of tonight,
Yeah.
or today's conversation, I should say.
Yeah.
Um, if you could ask a single
Yep.
person one question and they
Yep.
had to answer truthfully, who would
Yep.
you ask and what would you ask?
Uh,
And they can be dead or alive if you'd like.
that's a really difficult one. Nah, that is so difficult. Who I would ask, and what would I ask? Um, it's a difficult one. That really is, and I don't know how I'd be able to answer that. One question that I'd give to anyone, I'd answer truthfully. Um, I'd probably ask my dad if he knew what was going to happen. Would he have done anything different? Like maybe beforehand? Would he like would things have changed, or would he have just accepted it as what it is? That's probably it. Because it's like that was probably a huge bombshell for him when he found out that he had cancer and that everything was going to change. So if he knew that was coming, what would he have done, I guess, beforehand, or time spent together, stuff like that. Because before that, it was still the usual every fortnight and stuff like that. Yeah, it would be that. Like, would you have pushed for more time? Because it's hard when you're divorced as well, to be able to do that. But yeah, it's how quickly that it all changed. And I know I keep going back to my dad. I'm sorry about that, but it's just, yeah, that's the stuff that really hits.
Definitely a special person, I can tell.
Yeah.
It's all good. You don't have to apologize for going on any tangents or bringing us back to anywhere.
Yep.
That's part of the show. We
Yep.
want to hear your story, so it's all good.
Yep.
We have another question from
Okay.
Abnormal. And
Yep.
Abnormal says, Bolo, what advice would you give to someone that wanted to start streaming on Twitch? That's a great question.
Ooh, pretty much just be yourself. It's very like stressful at the start because you're finally putting yourself out there for everyone to see, and it's just be yourself, be you, be unique. Don't try to be another streamer, because when someone comes to your channel, they're for you. They want to see you. They don't want to, if you were trying to be like someone famous like Ninja or something like that, or Loser Fruit, they would go there. So it's like, why does somebody want to go to your channel and watch you? What makes you unique and special? Like, exactly as B said, be yourself with the B. Just that's it. Be yourself, really. Like me, I didn't see many channels about pasta, so it was like, let's shape it around pasta. And a lot of people have come to my channel saying, I clicked on you because of your name, and that's great. That's like my uniqueness. That's my thing right now. Is the bolognese.
Definitely, it definitely interests me, the name, for sure.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna say be yourself, be this, be that. I thought you were gonna say behavior in there because of how much you were going with the B theme
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like I love your name
Yeah.
too, and I think it's something that caught my eye as well.
Yeah.
Which kind of directs us perfectly into Wolf's question. And Wolf's question is, how did you come up with your username, and what was your first ever username / gamer tag?
Okay, so my first username / gamer tag, I'll start with that one because then it leads into it of what I've got now. So my first username / gamer tag was the cheeseburger, and unfortunately the burger was like, the cheeseburger was taken, so the B was an 8, and that stuck for a very long time. So it was always the cheeseburger, and I got that from when Macca's was doing a deal of one cheeseburger is $1 and you could get a max of 4. So I was like, yes, this is what we're going to do. And it was the cheeseburger. And yeah, that stuck for a very, very long time. And I was like, you know what? I want to move past that. I want something different, and I don't want anything with numbers in it. So I was like trying to find something that worked. And I was like, I love my pasta. Let's try and shape it around that. And there were so many names that I went through. Spaghetti, something, hot spaghetti. But then I think some of those were taken, and then the only ones that weren't had numbers in them. And I was like, I'm not doing numbers, because if I want something, I want it to be unique, no numbers. People can get it easily.
Same way.
And then it's like all of your socials can be the same thing, which is really what mine are. And that's when I found HotBolognese. I was like, if something about spaghetti bolognese is taken, let's get bolognese into it, and let's go HotBolognese. And that's where I got. That's what landed me on here. It was like, you don't want cold bolognese, but we've got cold bolo here. Like
we
Colo
love cold
here.
bolo. Colo.
That's it. I love you, Colo, if you're still here. But yeah, and then I was like, hot bolognese, and that was perfect. I loved it so much, and I just thought it suits me. And yeah, that was that. Yeah. And that's what led me into the hot bolognese name and Twitch name that we all see now.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's funny, when I first tagged you on Instagram, I didn't even think it was your account, because all it is just pasta. And then it wasn't until I looked at I think the most recent photo you posted, which was your setup, and I was like, okay, maybe it is him. Because I was like, I was looking at the thing, I was like, wait a second, is this Bolo, or is this just like some like account that loves pasta? And then I realized it's the same thing. It is it's the person who loves pasta, which is also Bolo. Because at first I thought it was just a name. Like, I just thought it was a cool name. I thought it was just catch the attention type of thing. Not realizing how in deep you are with pasta. You You don't
Yep.
just like pasta, you love pasta. Like,
oh, I do. It's
yes.
it's just me. That's it. My
Yeah.
mum always says to me, one day I'm gonna walk into your room and there's just gonna be pasta sitting in the bed. And it's like, thanks, mum, because I love my pasta. I do. It's incredible stuff.
I'm really hoping she's meeting it. You're gonna turn into pasta because you eat so much. That's what just leave it at that though.
Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness. I could eat pasta 3 times a day. I could too.
Oh,
I had tortellini
could
the other
as
day, and I
well.
was like, that was fire. Chat, you
Yep.
got some great ones. Perfect coming up with another great question here. Bolo, what's your ultimate streaming goal? That's a great question.
It is a great question. My goal for streaming right now it's to hit partner, but for further on, I would like to do it full time. Because I like my job, but I don't love my job, and it's a lot of hard work and it's very physically draining. And like this would be fantastic for me because I get to do what I love, which is game and share these experiences with other people, which is sort of what you're doing as well, Brent, with connections. And that's really what I'd like to do, is be able to just do something that I love, share that with people that also love the same thing and that come to see me. That would be definitely my goal, partner, and then for the road ahead, move past just gaming. I'd like to do some cooking streams as well, because that's what I am. You can't have the name HotBolognese and not at least do a cooking stream here and there.
It's scary.
But
It's scary to do
it
a
is.
cooking stream, I will say.
It would be. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, it was definitely scary, but one of the most fun streams I've ever done. So I can say that much. But I
How did it
definitely
end up going?
It was. I mean, my house is still here, so that's good.
No, well, that's the important thing. That's the important
Right?
thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Nothing burnt that bad.
Yep.
Except for the corn. I almost burned the corn, which is I don't know how I did that, but like aside from that, it was good. It was great. It was
Yeah.
perfect. It was good. It was a lot of
chef's
fun. Yeah, and then we got a little drinking on stream. It was good. It was a lot of fun.
go.
It was good fun.
Yeah.
Had some people come on and take some shots with me on stream. It was fun.
Oh,
it was good.
nice.
It was good. It
No,
was
that's really
It was
good. I'm
just to the point
glad.
where like it wasn't too much, but it was like perfect.
Yeah.
However, you did say a word that we have a thing here. Chat, whenever the guest says the name of the show, Connections, we take a drink. So
okay, let's do it.
drink, chat. What's it called?
No, not a hot tub stream.
But no, that's great. Like I think it's definitely good to have those goals and stuff like that. And you said partner was your thing, and how's that going? Like, do you feel like you're kind of getting that closer? Is like how far away do you think that is for you, like realistically?
Honestly, I think it's far. It's sort of just breaking into getting those the more people in. I'm not saying what I've got right now is good. Like it's amazing, just everybody that come in to see my streams. But it will take hard work, and I would like to have it based off more than just gaming. Like that's why I do want to branch out. But I feel like with what I've got right now, I'm a little bit limited with the room. But yeah, when I do get the chance to be able to spread out and try new things, I'd love to do that. I really would.
Well, just ask behavior. They know exactly what it's like to use one room and, and make a damn good stream. So hey, you can get hot plates. It's get creative.
Yep, that's
What's
it.
it called?
Thinking cap on.
B knows how to burn milk. No.
Wait, don't tell me you've actually burnt milk, B.
Exposing B.
Oh no.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, exactly. Bolo could do anything, and I'd be there from. Exactly. That's the thing. I think that's a good way to think, like to remember too. Is there's those people like Perfect, like Rachel, like all those people that are deserves partner, works hard, funny and wholesome. Like that's the thing is they'll still be there, and that's the thing is the real ones will be there. And yes, it's obviously going to be weird because obviously there's a drop in certain things and stuff like that, and that's hard. That's scary as a creator.
It is.
To branch out, but I will say is every single time I branched out, it's paid off tenfold.
Yeah,
this is the main show of this channel is Connections. This is what we do mainly every week. If we don't have another kind of event show, we call it, we'll put on this. And a couple things that I've done in the last little while is Who Are You, which is the game show that we do about human connection that we just had last week. We have coming up on March 15th. If anyone's interested, that is, thank you, Wolf. That's basically all you need to know about it. There's also no VODs on it, but the as far as that is, is that has like tenfolded anything that I ever thought I could do in connections. Like and it's brought creators
Amazing.
faster together than I ever thought it could do. And it's friends of mine that I've made. Now I'm making even deeper friendships to that. And we actually, I'm not supposed to know this because I'm not supposed to look at numbers, and I didn't technically, but my mom, I think, was a little bit too excited and sent me a picture, as well as the mods were very excited and told me. But it was the first stream that we ever hit that we had consistently over 100 viewers for the
That is
first time ever,
amazing.
which is like, it's small things like that. Like it's little things.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
I'm nowhere
Yeah.
near partner. It'd be something that I'd love to do, and it's something that I'm very excited to. And I mean, I would hope to do, but it's not my main thing. My biggest thing was that I don't, I want to provide the best content that anyone can get. And that's my main focus. Is partner will come. And I'm sure you're very similar to this, is providing the content is the first thing. Being able to get the partnership is just an added bonus in that sense, and stuff like that. And so
it is.
it's and thank you so much, Rachel. You both seem like people who could hit partnership. Appreciate you.
Sleepy.
Hey, I remember this, Rachel. When I make partner, I'll be like, you know what? Rachel was there before it.
That's it. That's it. I remember it.
For real though. Well, Brandon, I like it here, so you're gonna be seeing more of me here as well. Perfect. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bellac, what's up? Can't wait to see Brandon hit partner. Bellac, I can't wait for you to hit partner. That's gonna be a stream and a half. What's it called? Arrow? Is that Professor Arrow? Yeah. Arrow's gonna be serving everyone drinks on that stream, 100%. However, one thing you guys can do I know Rachel, you did it today. I know Perfect did it today. One thing that, or you mentioned it, you talked about it. I don't know if Perfect did actually, now that I think, but that's okay. Even if not, we still love you, Perfect. Is the host. One thing you can do to help me and this lovely gentleman here is host streams. It's something that you can do. It's not financial. It is something that you can do that definitely helps out streamers. And you're like, what the heck? What does that do? Aside from like when someone goes to a stream, no one's going to my Twitch channel. What do you mean? If you're not a streamer, I'm saying. How that helps is that every single person that you have as a friend on your Twitch list gets recommended that streamer every time you host someone. And not only that, is it also just kind of bumps it up on recommended pages for other people. And so the more hosts, the more it bumps up on recommended. So if you're someone that likes to help your friends out, a host is a hosty ghosty. Exactly. That's something that you can definitely help out a streamer with. I don't know if people are saying that apparently the host has not been working today. There's been a lot of scuff things today's stream. So if anyone's hosted, I appreciate it. I thank you so much. I'm sorry that I didn't get to call you or shout you out for that. But it is definitely deeply appreciated. But yeah, because this is about to end, don't waste your host. It's okay. But I would say is spend them on Bolo and that stuff like that. It's something that would be a lot. It's definitely worth the host and stuff like that. And that's how you can support the grind to partnership and stuff like that. And it's a non-financial way that you can help a streamer achieve a goal of theirs, and it gets more eyes and stuff like that and things like that. And thank you so much, Rachel, for that. Appreciate that. I'm back though. It was going to be busy. I thought it was going to be busy. Oh, it's all good. Let's come back down to it. However, you're coming at the end of the show. And those of you that have been here for a while, you know how these shows end. And that is with a question that we ask to every single guest of ours.
Okay.
And that is, what did Perfect say? Why is Perfect pushing my ego up? Sorry, what? I hosted you when I came here initially for Bolo, but I host you any damn time, Brent. Thanks, Perfect. Stop. However, every single guest that comes on here gets asked this question, and you, Bolo, are no different. You're not escaping without this question.
No.
What's it called? However, it is become one of my favorite questions because of the answers that we have gotten from it throughout the thing, and it will continue to be the final question. Chat, you know the question if you've been here. But Bolo, if you wrote a book about your life up to now, what would the final line say?
Up to now, what would the final line say? Wow. Why are you hitting me with these questions? That's a really, really good one. It is deep. It is. Up to now. I'm sorry, you've really hit me with this. Did not expect this at all. Keep being you. I'd say that. But that's a really good question. I'd say just keep being you. Don't lose sight of yourself. I think I'd have to go with that. That's such a difficult one to answer. It is. But yeah, that's what I would say is just keep being you no matter what. Because yeah, it's hard, but it's a perfect question, as Bees just said. I'm gonna go with that. I will go with that. Yeah. Final answer.
It's also a perfect answer. The answer is
Yep.
yours. It's whatever you do
Yep.
it. It's your story. And everyone who's joined us in chat, can you please spam that love for the wonderful, the amazing, the bright, the pleasant, the is there any more words? Brilliant creator that is Hot Bolognese, the creator you've all been asking for, and man, putting on an amazing conversation for us today. We are so grateful to have you here, Bolo. Thank you for spending time with us today and telling your story. You've gone all the way across everything from. I mean, I won't suss you out too much, but there's things about toilet paper, there's things about spaghetti, things about passions of streaming, and things about your father and the beautiful life story that was his. And we're grateful that you decided to share that with us today. So thank you. However, this is the part of the show as we knock over to 3 hours of streaming. My goodness.
Let's go.
Is right. What's it called? Is the time where you shout out anything or anyone that you would like as I go and find someone that we can raid. So the time, or in the floor, I should say, is yours, Bolo.
No, shout out anyone. No, first up, I have to give a dearest shout out to Nat. I definitely have to say Nat. Ever since he's joined, he's been such a huge part of the community. He has, and he's worked his way up to mod. I'd like to give my first shout out to Nat. I would. He really deserves it. He's a huge part of the community. He's there for every stream. He's a best friend. He really is. He's definitely a best friend, and I would love to know him outside of streaming as well, because yeah, ever since he's joined, it's been nothing but great. We got the banter as well, which really helps. Next person I'd like to shout out would be Perfect, because you and I have our very deep conversations, and it's helped. I'm like, you're someone that I can really open up to about how I'm feeling and stuff like that. I really do appreciate that, because we both go through similar things, and I really do like that. I do. I feel like there's so many people that I'd like to give shout outs to. It's gonna suck if I miss anybody out. But no, it's just literally all of my viewers. I appreciate them so much that they take their time, which is something that's really limited and valuable. And they take the time to be able to come watch me do what I love and really share it with me, and that's amazing. So it's like Sleepy, Abnormal, Death, who was here, Colo, all of your viewers as well, Bren. It's amazing that they've all come here to see not only you but me or the shows that you put on. What you've done here with this Connections is really amazing. Thank you for that. Yeah.
I'm definitely very lucky, and you're exactly right. I think I'm very lucky that I have people who trust me every single week, that decide to come back every single week, and I think I mean it goes to show, like I'm going to pat myself on the back here. I've had some amazing creators come on here, and you're one of them adding to the list here too. Is I think the belief of the trust to know that you're going to have an amazing stream that you get to meet every single week on this podcast is something that's definitely been interesting to this. But also too is the fact of the amazing people that are in the community, like each and every one of you that are here today, and the people in the chat here. Look at all these amazing people down there. Look at all these amazing names. They're so amazing. Whether you hung out with us for the last minute, or whether you've hung out with us for the whole thing, or whether you're watching this on YouTube, because I know there's a lot of YouTube frogs out there now.
Oh, we love the YouTube frogs.
Exactly. That is something that I'm not used to, and I'm gonna have to get used to talking to the YouTube frogs a little more. And I appreciate everyone, whether you spent the time on stream live or whether you've watched it after the fact on Spotify or Google Podcasts or Apple Podcasts or whatever the podcasts are, and YouTube. We have it on a lot of podcast forms. I don't even know all of them. I've never even used half of them, but I was like, you know what? We should just put on everything.
That's it. Do it.
Exactly. And so whether you're watching, listening, or wherever you are, I want to say thank you for spending the time with us today. It means the absolute world to me. You were making a young boy from Vancouver, not so young, a young-hearted boy from Vancouver's dream come true in a little house, a place, a basement suite. What's it called? You're making his dreams come true, and I don't have words to describe aside from thank you. So thank you for spending us the time today. I really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, you need to do yourself a favor. There's a link that I'm going to put in chat. HotBolognese. Go follow those. Do yourself a favor. Go follow those. It is worth your follow. I promise you. If it didn't convince you somehow, first maybe you shouldn't be here if this somehow didn't convince you for the last 3 hours that we spent on stream. But what's it called? If you maybe just forgot, I think it's a good idea that you go and follow Bolo on there. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate this. Who's this Bolo person? A couple things coming up this coming week is that if you haven't already, join the Discord. By the way, for us, what's called these will be a little bit easier than me having to read them out of the Discord. Yeah, ! Discord there. Is the first should I follow? Yeah, Natman, you should follow Bolo. You really should. Yep. I'm telling you. What's it called? Maybe even sub. I don't know. What's I gonna say? Is the Tuesday? This Tuesday. Coming up, our regular stream time, Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are interviewing our contestant from The Last Who Are You, KP, the Agent KP. Wonderful contestant on a terrible time zone for us, unfortunately, but we're still going to have some deep conversations and some good combos. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And then we'll probably throw in a stream here. I've Just Chatting stream probably this next week. I don't know. We might even do one on Wednesday. I don't know. Maybe the day after stream. I'm even thinking of possibly doing one tomorrow, but we'll see. Watch the social media for that. ! Twitter, exactly as best from on Twitter, not on Discord. Just saying, Multi runs a Twitter. That's why he's saying that. But he's not wrong. I can't say he's wrong, but that's another place to go check it as well as Twitter. The promotions will be on there as well. And so what I might do is I might stream tomorrow if you guys are interested in doing some just chatting and hanging out and talking, and maybe we'll get some things going on here. We'll see. And yes, thank you so much for hanging out with me, Bolo. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to meet you. Thank you so much. How did you know about schedule? What the heck? That's so weird. I didn't even know that was still a command. Perfect. Thank you. That's a Google Calendar. I don't know if you use Google Calendar, but it's what does that show?
I don't even have that.
I'm scared. I'm scared what that shows. That scares me a little bit what that shows. If that doxes me, perfect. I need you to let me know. However, thank you. Yeah, I don't know, B. I don't know. B, can you find out and see if that actually is like going to be okay? Like if that's going to dox me, if that doxes me, I need to know, please. What's it called? Yikes. Alrighty. Well, as everyone's doxing me now, enjoy the raid. We're going to spread that love one last time.
Spread the love.
Exclamation mark. Exactly. Exclamation mark raid. Exclamation mark raid 1 for people who are subbed, unlike Streamlabs. Hey, that's a great idea. It's all the future streams. Is it actually updated though? Is it good? Like, does it like show my name anywhere? Can we find out? Exclamation mark. Those are the things you need. Copy those, paste those, and that'll be what we're going to do. We're going to meet a friend of one of our past guests on Connections on Who Are You, and we'll be on the next episode of Who Are You. Weibe, XO's friend. All that jazz. A wonderful streamer. And because of the thing, also playing Fortnite right now, which I think would just be perfect for
it's like me.
Exactly. It's called. So on there. Spoilers. Holy shit goes to March. Spoilers. Oh shit, really? Ooh, maybe you guys should add that on there. Let's go. You can add on and find out who I got booked in there before I post it anywhere else. Ooh. B, you probably see a name that you probably didn't. I don't know if you knew yet about. That's okay. It's all right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about. That might have to change though, by the way, B, because I realized something has come up, but that's all right. We'll figure that out. I gotta talk to Bea as well. But that's all right. However, everyone, I love you. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Don't forget to drink some water and take care of yourself.
Yep.
We'll see you either Discord, maybe, hopefully.
Yep.
And if not, we'll see you Tuesday. Take care. Love you. Drink some water. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.